What's good, everybody? This is Ryan Johnson with MoneyBass.com. All right, guys, it is another one, another Tuesday night, 8 p.m. About to get into it. I know you guys have seen the title of this live stream and that thumbnail. So, yeah, this is going to be a good one, guys. This is going to be a good one. So, as you come into the live stream, please hit a 1 in the chat. Just want to make sure you guys can hear me okay. Everything looks good, sounds good. And want to give a special shout out to the Facebook crew. Let me check on you guys over here real quick. All right, guys, just bear with me. Just getting everything lined up, so we can go ahead and hop into it and have a little fun as always, guys. All right, let's see. All right, so I see the Facebook crew is checking in. Shout out to you guys. Just let me get this over here, get this active for you. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, so I see some one. I see a 2. I see a 1 and a 2. What is going on with that? All right, guys. Oh, and let me go ahead and get this banner down here too, guys. Can't forget about that. Because definitely have to give a big shout out to, once again, tonight's sponsor of this live stream is Slide Doggy TN. So if you take a look down at the bottom of the screen, we have a special shout out to Slide Doggy TN, the sponsor of the live stream. And if you guys have been following the channel, you know that this live stream is basically coming to you because of that subscriber there coming in strong and supporting the channel. And also want to give a shout out to Darren Pearson, DP. He was the co-sponsor of last week's live stream. Let me get that set up for you guys and hop into these comments. All right, so yeah, each week, as I always say, whoever gives the largest super chat, super sticker, support for the channel, they will be the sponsor of the live stream. But guys, this is a special live stream. So we already have a dedicated sponsor, which is Slide Doggy TN once again. But if you want to be a co-sponsor, that slot is open. But a special shout out to Darren Pearson for coming in strong and supporting the channel. All right, guys, so just taking a look, making sure we have guys checking in and just getting the video presentation that I have set up for you guys. Get that set up for you. Just bear with me just a second. And basically what we'll do, a quick rundown for this evening, guys. We will, of course, be talking about the target lock system. But also with that, we will talk about the Mega Live system and just some different techniques that you can use by combining those two systems together. And yeah, so I have some on the water footage that I think you guys will be interested in, definitely. And let me see. Hold on just a second, guys. Just want to make sure I have everything set up all right for you. All right, there we go. Got that in here. All right, so yeah, guys, let's see. Who do we have checking into the... Okay. All right. Somebody's telling me I'm coming in good. So like I said, guys, as you come into the live stream, please hop into the comment section. The live streams always build off of the momentum and you guys getting active in the comments. So let's go ahead and get to it. We will, of course, go through, give a few shout outs and everything. And I kind of have maybe 3 different segments that I'm going to show you guys. The first part will just go over a few things with the target lock system itself and kind of electronics. And then we will get straight into the on the water footage and let you guys see some new things that I've kind of figured out with this target lock system. And also, I told you guys, since this was kind of a donation forwarded to the channel by one of the subscribers, I would get into some of the fine details that other people may not be telling you that you can use to to get out there and get good results on the water. So let's hop into the chat real quick before we get started, and just to give guys a few more minutes to hop in. Of course, you guys know we get started around 8 o'clock, but some people like to slide in a little later than that. So I'll just give them a few minutes to hop in here. All right, so let's see who we have. We have, guys, we have Big Jim Fishing checking in, member of the Money Team. All right. And he says, hey, Money, what is going on? Make sure you guys go and check out Big Jim's channel. I was on his live stream last night. He's on every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. So you guys make sure you check out Big Jim. He goes over electronics and things like that too. Also, some tournaments. I know he's fishing the BFL. All right, so he hit me with the 2, saying that he can't hear me. Come on, Big Jim. All right, so he did hit me with the 1. All right, then shout out to Slide Doggy TN. Big shout out. That is the sponsor of tonight's show. So this is going to be kind of dedicated to the strong support that you have been showing for the channel. And we have Vernon Neal.
Yes, sir.
Oh, we have Vernon Neal. Wait a minute. What is going on? Vernon Neal is on time. He says, what's good? All right, what is good? Vernon Neal checking in on time tonight. All right, then we have Corey Bliss. He says, what's going on? What's going on? Good to have you in the comment section. All right, then we have Big Jim. He says, thanks for being on Dialed In Live last night. Oh, yeah, always a good time. Really appreciate you reaching out to me. Uh-oh, guys, look who we have checking in. We got Darren Pearson checking back in. Yes, strong supporter of the channel. Want to give a special shout out to him. He was the co-sponsor of last week's live stream. So, of course, kind of carried on into this one. So, let's see who else we have checking in. Cajun Rob Fishing. What is going on? He says, what's up, big money? All right. Yeah. So, I see a few guys still kind of checking in. I see some guys sliding in. You know, we get started around 8:05, 8:10 maybe, because some guys are still kind of sliding in. Uh-oh, guys, look what we have here. We have a new subscriber. Chuck Wood says new here, St. Paul, Minnesota, checking in. Oh, yeah. All right. So how's the weather up there? I mean, you guys up there feeling that nice warmth going on up there? just joking with you. All right, so let's see. Texas Nuke 2010 out there in land of the big fish. He's hitting me with the 1. Let me know everything is looking good, sounding good. Then we have, let's see, who is this? R. Keeler Outdoors checking in from PA. Appreciate your content. All right, really appreciate you guys coming in and supporting the channel. Always getting active in the comments. And like I said, guys, make sure if you guys have questions, comments, make sure you are networking, getting active in the comment section. The live streams really build off of the input that I get from you guys. So let's make this a good one. Like I said, I have some on the water footage. I have a little bit of I guess I kind of mixed it in with some tutorial information that I will show you right at the beginning. But I know you guys want to get to the good part. Everybody wants to see me out there catching a few fish, slinging them to the boat, all that good stuff. So of course I have that for you too. All right, so Chuck Wood says 40 degrees feels like a tropical heat wave right now. I know that's right. I know you guys have been up there freezing for a little bit. All right, then we have Cajun Rob Fishing says tough fishing on Smith Lake today. Uh-oh.
Yes, sir.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I've been hearing it's been kind of tough out on some of these lakes. I mean, some people say the fish are confused. What do you think about that? Are those fish confused, or maybe it's just us sometimes that are out there confused on the lake? All right, let's see who else we have checking in. Let's see. All right, then okay. So yeah, you guys are getting in there networking. Good deal. All right, so I have the video queued up. Basically, like I said, what we're going to do, and just kind of a recap for guys that may just be tuning in, that may, just be checking in for the first time. So maybe you don't know the background on it, but I recently acquired a target lock system. Yeah, got that target lock system, and it was a donation by one of the subscribers. Guys, I really appreciate the strong support that you guys show to the channel. And my goal here is to provide value to you guys with each live stream that we do, with all of the content, and also building this community of like-minded guys. We're out here, whether you're fun fishing, whether you're tournament fishing, or maybe there's just things that you want to get better at in the fishing industry. So we're all here to help each other out. So that is kind of what we're pushing for on this channel. So I really appreciate everybody that's tuning in weekly. And like I said, getting active in the comments. And also, guys, if you could do this for me, just shoot a quick message and send this link out to someone that you know that is into fishing, that you think may enjoy this content. We want to see if we can get these numbers up, guys, because we are still growing very fast. We just passed the 5,600 subscriber landmark, guys. So we're moving. All right, let's see who else we have checking in. All right, so Cajun Rob says Toyota had tight weights at weigh-in today. Yeah, I mean, once you get those start getting those high numbers with those boats, have 100 200 boats showing up, yeah, those weights do get kind of tight. So a half a pound one dead fish or 1 pound, all that stuff, it'll knock you way up or down on that leaderboard. So yeah, I definitely believe that one. All right, so we have Texas Noop says, what are you guys strategy for new water with no pre-fishing? All right, with no pre-fishing. All right, so yeah, we can get into that. We can answer that in just a second. All right, Chuck Wood says Humminbird with smart strike chip when you can't pre-fish. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's a good way to look at it. All right, then R Keeler Outdoors says go to your confidence, Texas Noop. Pick the bait with the most teeth, with the most teeth marks. I mean, you're out there in Texas, so yeah, you never know what's going to happen out there. But what I would say with no pre-fishing, I would generally start out shallow to cover water and see if I can get something early morning, get that early morning bite. And then maybe around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, somewhere around in that range, I may start doing a little more scanning and finding certain types of cover or structure that I want to target. So I know a lot of times people want to spend that dedicate all of that time to fishing. But if you did not pre-fish, sometimes it may be wise to go ahead and put in a little time scanning a little bit. And you'll actually see that in the video that I'm going to show, because I went out here, I fished a lot of new water, and that's pretty much what I did. And you'll see, you'll kind of see how things went for me. All right, and let's see. So I hope that answers your question. What are you guys' strategy for new water with no pre-fishing? So I do agree with Chuck Wood. I would definitely go out to my electronics. I would find ledges, find channel swings, things like that. And then, like I said, I would start out shallow with going after some big fish. And then after that, take some time to hop on those electronics and start scanning around. All right, let's see who else we have. We have Hunter Taylor checking in. What's going on, Money? What is going on? Glad you are checking into the live stream. All right, and then we have Robert Ware. Oh, yeah. Can't forget about that. Can't forget about Google Earth. That will definitely help, because you can take that slider and move it back and forth to kind of lower the water level and locate good landmarks, rock piles, long points, submerged timber, things like that will show up if you use that Google Earth. So that is definitely a good suggestion with that one. All right, so let's see. Okay, looks like I went ahead and got through the comments real quick. All right, guys. So it looks like it's about time to go ahead and get started. So like I said, if you could reach out to some people, let them know that this live stream is on right now. We are going to go over the target lock system, Mega Live. We're also going to talk about just some settings in general and some different techniques that you may use this time of year in order to have a successful day out on the water. And let's hop in and get one more real quick. So we have Chuck Wood says, Texas Noop. Also, Navionics has a nice app you might use to download lake maps on new water for research. That is definitely true. I do a lot of my scanning and stuff on my phone while I'm just kick back, relaxing at the house sometimes, using that Navionics chip the Navionics app downloaded onto my phone. All right, guys, let me just share the screen real quick. And what we're going to do is go ahead and get into the footage. First, it'll just go over the target lock system itself a little bit. And then we'll get straight into the on the water footage where I'm out here using it for the first time and giving you guys some, some updates and everything like that. All right, so all right, here we go, guys. Let me just get this queued up. All right, just bear with me real quick. Just want to make sure everything is set up right for you guys. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. And also, real quick, guys, let me and again, special shout out to the Facebook crew. I see you guys over here checking in. So if you guys drop a comment or two, I know that will come over to me also. So if you guys have any comments, questions, like I said, make sure you get active in the comment section, because that is what is going to make this a great live stream, along with this content, along with this information, guys. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. This was a hot topic on the last live stream, guys. So right now, let's go ahead and talk about screen clarity and getting a clear image. As a lot of you guys know, it is the season where the pollen is out, depending on what part of the country you are in. So I just recently cleaned the screen off, and I'm not sure if you guys will be able to see it. I'm just trying to get it at a different angle. Maybe you guys can see that, but I just cleaned the screen off, and there's pollen all around the screen. And actually, let me just wipe it again, just kind of clear off the bottom part of the screen, and maybe you can see the difference up here at the top area. There's pollen still on there, and where I just wiped, it's clean now, but I can see pollen getting right back on there as I am recording this video. And basically what that means is if you look up here, you will see all of this kind of noise interference. That's what a lot of guys are complaining about right now. But guys, that is going to have a lot to do with the pollen and everything that is out right now. The other issue that some of the guys have been mentioning is on these bright sunny days. Take a look up there, guys. It is shining bright out here today. So you can get some type of glare that kind of comes off of the water. And sometimes it can affect that that quality that you're seeing on your screen as far as that interference up there. So what I did is I just took the time to adjust some of the settings on here. Let me just go into the menu settings right here so you guys can take a look at the settings that I currently have. And one of the main things that I was doing is taking the time and going through here, just adjusting these settings to what I felt was best for me. And as a lot of you guys know, that as long as I can get out here and I can see that cover, and I can see, like you can see that fish right there moving around, and I have my target lock, brand new target lock, guys. I have some updates that I will be talking about with that target lock also. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, because I am always trying to bring value to you guys. But if you take a look, I can see the cover, I can see the fish moving around in there. And also, obviously, I can see all of this interference up here at the top. So if you want to clear that out, the thing that you give up sometimes is the quality of the image that you're going to see down here. All right, guys. So that is clip number one. Let me just pause that real quick. All right. So and like I said, guys, I am paying attention to the chat. So if you guys are hopping in the chat, getting active in between these clips, I will hop back on here, go through the chat, give a few shout outs, all that good stuff, and answer a few questions. So what I wanted to do with that first clip was just to show you guys, you see the, I guess that kind of noise or interference at the top of the screen. And I showed you the pollen. That pollen is heavy. It's getting active out there. So right now, that will be a factor, especially whenever you move in and go shallow. In this clip, I was on a clear lake, so it wasn't quite as bad. And I was out in deeper water. So, you know, you could see that interference, but you were still able to see that cover and those fish that were down there. All right. So that was pretty much the gist of that one. And that is leading into this next clip. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. And like I said, guys, let's get active down in the comments. I want to see what you guys are thinking so far. Out here on the water, guys, I want to tell you my target lock first impressions. And right off the bat, I can tell you it is great. I am liking what I am seeing so far. So right now, I am locked in place with the target lock. And I have the transducer for the Mega Live system on the target lock. And let's just pan this to the left real quick. It's separate from the system. Look at that cover coming up on the screen. Now all I have to do is hit this lock button, and that will lock that right on that cover that I'm seeing. So for me, guys, from the time that I have been out here just testing things out, my first impressions, like I said, are I like the system. I can definitely see the benefits in having this, especially for offshore fishing, or when you find a location where you may have a group or school of fish that you are targeting. It will definitely come into play and be able to help you out. The other thing that I like about the system is the steering that will allow you to follow the trolling motor. Like I said, right now it is locked, so you see that trolling motor moving around. So let's go ahead and hit the middle button down here. Just hit it with my foot real quick. You see the light come on, and now the target lock will follow the trolling motor. So you can kind of see it moving right there, and it is currently still on spot lock. So now let me just go ahead and control it with my foot, which will disengage the spot lock, and just give it a second to sync up. And let's see. All right, there we go, guys. So now it is synced up again, so you can kind of see it moving as the trolling motor is moving. That spot lock is moving. And like I said, sometimes you want to run that calibration just to make sure everything is set up correctly. The thing that I have noticed is there is a delay. So there's going to be kind of a learning curve from the way that I'm used to using my Mega Live system being directly on the trolling motor itself. So when I'm moving this trolling motor back and forth, I'm able to scan left and right very fast and stay in line whenever I'm making my cast or whenever I'm targeting those fish or that structure. So whenever I'm moving this back and forth, you can see on the screen down here, and you can kind of give you an idea of what I'm referring to, guys. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys that real quick. So there we go. So now I can pan left and right with the trolling motor. I see that cover. I quickly reach down here, hit that lock button, the one on the top. So now the target lock is locked in place on that cover, and I can hit spot lock. So I just hit spot lock, and as you can see, the boat is moving kind of fast. But if you notice, the target lock stayed right there on that cover, and those fish inside of that cover, you can see them moving around in there. All of that off of that target lock, guys. So like I said, my first impressions, I give it a thumbs up. It'll just be a little bit of a learning curve, adjusting from the way that I'm currently fit with the way that I was used to fishing with it prior to today, before I came out here with that system. But like I said, that is the only thing for me. I just noticed that slight delay in the movement, but other than that, I can definitely see the benefit of having this target lock system, especially out here in the wind. It's kind of windy today, guys, so I have that spot lock out here putting in work along with that target lock. Hey, I'm ready to make some things happen, guys. All right, there we go. So that is clip number 2. All right, let me go ahead and pause that again real quick. All right, guys. So yeah, so that was my first time out there on the lake. And just to give you guys that are just tuning in, I see Harry checking in. What is going on, Harry? He says you finally broke down and got it. Congrats. So yeah, so that tells me you haven't checked into that last live stream. So what I'm going to do real quick is for the people that are not really familiar with, how I acquired this. Let me just bear with me real quick. I need to share the screen and just play a quick video clip for you guys. All right, hold on one second. Add this here. All right, like I said, just bear with me, guys. All right, let's see how I can blow that up. All right, here we go. All right, so this is a just a quick short that I had put together the other day because I knew some guys were going to be wondering about, like, hey, he's been talking about that target lock for so long, and he finally got it. So just check this video out. You won't believe what I'm about to show you guys. I'm just out here in the lab getting ready for my next tournament that will take place on Lake Oconee. But I had to give a special shout out to the Money Team. One of my subscribers has sent me a Mega Live target lock system. All right, guys, gotta love that. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night at 8 p.m. on Tuesday so we can talk about it. All right, now let me play it one more time. You won't believe what I'm about to show you guys. I'm just out here in the lab getting ready for my next tournament that will take place on Lake Oconee. But I had to give a special shout out to the Money Team. One of my subscribers has sent me a Mega Live target lock system. All right, guys, gotta love that. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night at 8 p.m. on Tuesday so we can talk about it. You won't believe. Oh yeah. Shout out to that subscriber. And guess who that subscriber was? Oh yeah, we have Slide Doggy TN checking into the live stream. What is going on? Glad to have you in the live stream tonight. Says target lock looks great. Oh yeah, it was looking good out there. All right, so let me just move this off the screen. Hold on just a second, guys. Get everything set back up again so we can continue on. But oh yeah, so yeah, that target lock, it's looking good out there. And from my first impressions of it, whenever I first went out there, it does what it says it's supposed to do. Let me just hop into the chat real quick and see who else we have checking in real quick. Let's see. All right, so we had Hunter Taylor. All right, checking in. What's good, Money? What's going on? Glad you are checking into the live stream. All right, then Dottie Fishing. What is going on? Glad you are checking in this evening. All right, so I see some more guys still coming into the live stream. So we're going over that target lock system. We're going over that Mega Live. We're going over a few different techniques that you can use, and also just some tips that I've kind of picked up on that. So anybody that is thinking about getting it, it may help you out with that decision-making process. And also, while I'm at it, if anybody in here has target lock on their boat already, just put target lock in the chat. I just want to see who already has it. And then if somebody's thinking about getting it, just put I guess thinking about it or something like that in the chat. And keep in mind, guys, whether you're running Garmin, livescope, Lowrance Active Target, or Humminbird Mega Live, I run all Humminbird on my boat. But regardless of what system that you run, there are people in the chat that support this channel that are running a mixture of all of these systems. Some guys run dedicated Garmin, some guys run dedicated Lowrance. Other people may have Garmin and Humminbird, or Humminbird and Lowrance, kind of a mix of the systems. So everybody is welcome here. What we are here to do is just help each other out and make sure that we all have some great days out on the water, because you never know what somebody is going through out there and how a good day on the water can really affect them and change their lives for that day, that week, that year. So it's always something to think about, guys. Want to make sure everybody is out there having a good time on the water. All right, so let's see who else we have. Chuck Wood says that Helix 12 looks awesome. My next 2K, whoo, man. My next 2K is headed to Humminbird to go up on the bow. Oh, yeah, and they have that rebate going out right now, too. Has anybody taken advantage of the rebate? I believe if you buy like a Mega Live or a Target Lock or something like that, and then depending on which system, whether it's a Helix or Solix that you buy, you can either get like a $500 or $1,000 rebate on that. So it sounds like a pretty decent deal. So has anybody taken advantage of that or have any thoughts on that? All right, then we have Harry says, good evening, guys. Hope you are doing well, MoneyBass. Yep, everything is going great. Glad to see you back in the chat again, Harry. All right, and then he said you finally broke down and got it. Congrats. So yes, I did. I finally broke down and received it from one of the subscribers. So shout out to that. All right, then we have a member of the Money Team checking in, a very, very strong supporter of the channel, Mark Scott. He is saying hi, everyone. And he also says he's in the barn installing a new graph. Gotta love that. So I'm guessing, I don't know, with Mark Scott, he may be installing one of those 15s out there, because I know he's rolling deep. He has a little bit of everything on his boat. All right. And then we have Chuck Wood says, Mark Scott sounds like fun. All right. Then Harry says, you better be working out to lift the trolling motor up. Curious if it affects your maneuvering in tight areas with timber. Well, I guess with shallow timber. I know MoneyBass doesn't go up there very often. Oh, you're gonna be surprised, Harry. You're gonna be surprised. Your partner MoneyBass was in like 2 feet of water, 5 feet of water, and sticking them. All right, so yeah, we're gonna get to that in just a second. All right, then we have James says, "Hi, Money, running late, but I'm here. Congrats on the Target Lock gift."
Yes, sir.
That's right. So yeah, you're running a little late. So you're taking Vernon Neal's place. Vernon is the one that's normally talking about, hey man, I'm late, but I'm here. Glad to have you checking in. All right. Then we have James says, you're a great person there, Slide Doggy TN. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I really, really appreciate it. And guys, everything that is contributed to this channel, it goes back to my subscribers in some form or fashion. So for me, once I receive this, one of the things that I said is that I am going to go out on the water and just try to find out those little fine details. I know everybody hears the basics and all that kind of stuff, but if there's things that I can find out that may help you kind of tweak your system or just get it dialed in a little better, I will be bringing that information to you also. So really, really appreciate the strong support of the channel. All right, then Chuck Wood says, how awesome, Money. Oh yeah, definitely. All right, then giving another shout out to Slide Doggy TN. All right, so Harry says, some of us been working more than usual. Oh yeah, I remember you've been putting in some work out there, Harry. You are so tight that you make the buffalo scream on a nickel. Oh yeah, man. You know I gotta be that way sometimes. Gotta be that way. All right. Then another shout out to
Yes, sir.
Slide Doggy TN. All right. Then, like I said, guys, you guys are out there networking. We have James Harlan at Big Jim. So the other thing, guys, we are building a community of fishermen, like-minded guys that are out here to help each other out and just enjoy the outdoors, enjoy the water. So definitely network with guys in the chat, in the comment section. You never know, someone could be on the same lake, in the same area, fishing the same tournaments of you that you are fishing. And we also have had some guys that have linked up and fished together from meeting in the chat. So good deal with that, guys. All right, so we have Big Jim. Of course, Big Jim has the target lock. We have Vernon Neal. Of course, Vernon Neal has the target lock. Uh-oh, look at that.
Yes, sir.
Dottie Fishing says target lock since day one. All right. All right. And then Harry says, is DP or the Hawk going to keep up with you? Well, DP, you know, he's right behind me. He has his live and everything. He just doesn't have that target lock yet. All right, then he says we'll get used to Mega Live this year first, then decide on target lock. All right, so yeah, so hopefully this will kind of answer some questions for you. So, and again, if you do have some questions, just go ahead and make sure you put those in the comment section, because as you see, there are a lot of guys in here that have had target lock and that have got it recently also. All right, then we have Big Jim shouting out somebody in the chat. All right. All right. Humminbird for the win. All right with that. All right. Then we have DP says, what's going on, Harry? Caught 5 small fish in my tournament at Lake Jackson. Didn't win. But hey, you didn't win, but you caught them. Hey, I mean, as long as you're getting out there and you're bringing in 5, that's still a great day out on the lake. All right. Then we have John Shoemaker says, target lock is laying on my boat, waiting for Hennessy bracket for install. All right. There you go. Good deal with that. All right, then Chuck says, no way. I had not heard about that rebate. Oh, yeah. Make sure you go to humminbird.com. I don't know if there's a sales or anything going on any other systems right now, but that Humminbird rebate program, I'm not sure how long that's going to last, if it's throughout the rest of the month or something like that. But definitely, if you're interested in that, just go to humminbird.com. And I think they have it right there on the website. All right, and then let's see, who else do we have? Who else do we have checking in? We have C219 Troll checking in, the crappie fisherman. Oh yeah, out here putting in work on those lakes. All right, and he says, what's up, money? So what's going on? Really appreciate you tuning in. And just a quick recap, guys. So we went over a few things about the target lock system itself, my first impressions on that, and in just a minute or two, just go through a few more of these comments in the chat, see if you guys have any questions, comments, anything like that, and then we're going to hop into the on the water footage. Oh yeah, some on the water footage with that target lock, putting it to work. All right, then Harry says, doing well, DP. Haven't gotten to go fishing yet. Was on vacation with my family last week. Oh yeah, vacation is always a good thing. Vernon Neal, watch it on that late business. I know I can't miss with you now. Vernon Neal was one of the first ones checking in. All right, C219 Troll says, spent a few hours bass fishing, had 5 for almost 16 pounds. Wait a minute.
Yes, sir.
Hold on. How are you going to be a crappie fisherman and just decide to go bass fishing and come in here talking about you catching 16 pounds? Come on, man. You can't be doing this like that. 16 pounds, that's a decent day for just about anybody, especially if you're out there normally going after those crappie. Okay, good deal with that. Congrats on that. And that's another thing, guys. Always make sure you come here. That's another thing that we do after the weekend. You know, everybody's getting back to business with everything, but you can always come here and, you know, just kind of use the chat as your brag board. Just let us know what you're doing, what you're catching, all that good stuff. So C219 Troll is a crappie tournament fisherman, but looks like he knows his way around the back, some bass fishing too. All right, let's see. Harry says, except at a lawyer's office, Chuck, what is that? Except at a lawyer's office, Chuck Wood. Oh, okay. All right. All right, then we have Auntie Jones. What is going on? I got Auntie Jones checking in. Caught a lot of bass and crappie on Lake Oconee and Lake Sinclair. Oh yeah. Lake Oconee. That is the lake that I will be on for this live stream. So, like I said, just getting through a few more of these comments real quick. Then we will pull up the on the water footage, and you guys will see exactly what I was doing out there with this target lock system, just kind of fine tuning some things, checking everything out. So I kind of went through a lot of different settings and stuff like that, guys. All right, Mark Scott, member of the money team, says target lock since day one. Oh yeah, Mark Scott has a little bit of everything out there, and he knows how to use it. He sends me pictures on Instagram with these big largemouth that he's out there catching. So Mark Scott is definitely doing his thing. Shout out to Mark Scott and the money team. Oh, and also, if anybody is interested in becoming a member of the money team, basically that is just a way to show support for the channel, and the money team are members of the channel. So if you take a look right next to their name, you will notice that they have a small badge next to their name. That kind of makes them stand out on the channel, give special shout outs anytime that we have sponsors that come to the channel that may have products or something that they want tested out, you know, I kind of hit up the money team to let them know what's going on. You know what I mean? See if they want to get active with that. The link to get information about the money team is pinned to the top of the chat, and it's also in the description. So guys, just take a look at that if you're interested in it. The information is right there for you. All right, then we have Fat Guy Fishing. All right, says between March 9th and June 14th. I'm not sure what that is in response to. Yeah, I'm not sure what that's in response to. I guess you guys are getting active in the comments, and that is a good thing. All right, smash that like button. Oh, yeah, make sure you guys are getting active and hitting that like button. Let me just double check the likes real quick and see how we're looking with that. Hold on 1 second, guys. Where are we at? Uh-oh, man, the likes are looking a little famished. The ribs are rubbing on the backbone on this. I mean, the stomach is rubbing on this backbone. Looks like it's 8 likes. We have about 30 people in here. Can we get maybe about 6, 7 more likes, guys? It really does help out the channel and helps push it out there. And another thing, guys, that I did mention a little earlier, if you know someone, and we all do, that is interested in fishing, please make sure you send this link out to them so they can join us on this live stream. The channel is continuing to grow, and we are growing fast. I know you guys remember not too long ago, we passed the 5,000 subscriber mark. We just passed the 5,600 subscriber mark, guys. So we're moving. We're making some things happen, guys. We're getting noticed out here. So really, really appreciate the strong support of the channel. So like Chuck Wood says, I would appreciate it if you would smash that like button. Really appreciate it, guys. All right, then we have Jason Conaway says, just installed Mega 360 and Mega Live Target Lock. Haven't been able to use it yet. Friday will be my first time with them. All right, so there we go. Good deal with that. So hopefully the information that I am sharing with you guys will kind of help you out once you get out there on the water, kind of help you with that learning curve a little bit. So I tried to put some great information in here for people that are that already have it, and maybe you guys have been using it. Maybe I show you some things that you haven't tried out yet. And then especially for people that are like in Jason's situation where you have it and you just haven't used it yet, and for you guys that are kind of on the fence about it. So maybe we'll answer a few questions. All right, so C219 Troll says that live scope is the truth. I figured out how to tell the difference in a bass and a crappie. I guess that didn't take too long. So yeah, you're out there killing it with that live scope. So yeah, you definitely know what you're doing. All right, then we have let me see, R Keeler Outdoor says just finished putting the Mega Live on the boat tonight. Friday will be the first time I mess with it too, Jason. All right, so cool. So guys, make sure you tune back in, because every Tuesday at 8 p.m. is when we will be doing these live streams, and I love getting updates from you guys, especially if you're getting some value from this channel and there's information that you're able to take out there and get results with it out on the water. Definitely want to hear those type of results, guys. And if you're someone who's out there and you may be struggling a little bit, make sure you put that in the comment section too, because you never know, there may be someone that can offer some tips, offer some advice, things like that may help you have a successful day out on the water on your next trip. All right, so Hunter Taylor says, when are we gonna have a Big Jim and MoneyBass fishing trip? Oh, kind of like a meet and greet, a meetup or something. I don't know. I mean, maybe we can meet up at Chickamauga, somewhere around a halfway point or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Might have to make something happen. All right, Fat Guy Fishing says Humminbird promotion dates. Gotcha. Okay, so so that's lasting for a while then, from March 9th to June 14th. That's a that's a good time, a good amount of time for people to get in there and find out about it. All right, then we have Chuck giving a thanks. And then Fat Guy Fishing says, get a rebate up to 1,000 when you bundle qualifying Helix units with Mega Live imaging between March 9th and June 14th. All right, good deal with that. All right, then Vernon Neal is seconding that. Humminbird rebates run now and through until June 14th. All right, guys. So looks like we've hopped through the comments. Doesn't look like anybody has had too many questions specifically about the video. So what we'll do is go ahead and get into the next portion of that, and want to give a big shout out to the sponsor of tonight's live stream, the person that donated that Mega Live Humminbird Target Lock, the Target Lock system, to the channel that is now allowing me to bring this footage back to you guys. And also a special shout out to Darren Pearson. He was the co-sponsor of last week's live stream. No one has given a super chat, super sticker, or anything tonight, so it has carried on. He is actually the co-sponsor of this live stream also. So big shout out to you guys. Really, really appreciate the support of the channel. All right, so let's get into this video. Two more comments real quick. Big Jim Fishing says, sounds good, Hunter. I'm game for when BFL slowed down. Oh yeah, those BFLs got us tied up. All right, Bottom Line Outdoors. Anyone using Mega Live on a kayak platform? I just had it installed on my yak, but I'm having some interference. Oh yeah, so shout out to Joshua B Fishing. If Joshua B Fishing, I don't see him in the chat right now, but he is one of my subscribers, strong supporter of the channel. He actually designed the logo for the that MoneyBass logo. So he is a kayak tournament fisherman, and he does have Mega Live, and I believe he has 360 also. So yeah, if Joshua will be fishing, or if there's anyone else in here that currently fishes out of a kayak, please make sure you chime in and just get active in there and answer some of these questions whenever they come up. But let's see, has anyone using Mega Live on a kayak platform? I just had it installed on my yak, but I'm having some interference. So yeah, it would really depend to me on what other systems, what else you have on that boat if you're having interference with that. But yeah, so I'm pretty sure there's someone that can answer that question for you, because a lot of guys in here have worked through some of those interference issues and were able to get those resolved. All right, let's see who else we have. Vernon Neal says, sponsor the next 100 live streams. Oh yeah, he did it big. So yeah, he's been a sponsor for I think the last 2 live streams. So yeah, good deal with that. All right, so Hunter Taylor says Chickamauga is my home lake. Oh no.
Yes, sir.
No, I don't think we can make it Chickamauga then. I think we're gonna have to go some other place. All right, Hunter Taylor says Chickamauga is my home lake. Make sure y'all go through the week because it gets covered up. Oh yeah, everybody knows Chickamauga is a highly sought after destination. All right, and let's see. Oh guys, look what we have. We have a new member of the Money Team, a new member of the channel. Special shout out to Dottie Fishing. Really appreciate the strong support of the channel. A new member to the Money Team. All right, so yeah, really appreciate that. So now if you guys take a look, you will see that Dottie Fishing does have that badge right next to the name, and as time continues, the badge will kind of change as you gain more and more seniority with the channel. And like I said, guys, it is a great way to support the channel and become active in the comment section. So really appreciate that. All right, then we have Mimo. All right, haven't seen that name before. We have Mimo checking in. Says, what's up, MoneyBass? What's going on, Mimo? Glad to have you in the chat. All right, then we have James Runnels. Says, Taylor, let me see. I would like to get Money and Big Jim to come out to Lake. Now, I don't even know what lake this is. Okay, in Texas next February. Had lots of 13 pounds this year already. A 13-pounder. That might be worth a trip to Texas. All right. One guy had 42 over 10 in January and February. Goodness. Yeah, I might have to jot that down. Yeah, I might have to add that to my notes down here real quick. Yeah, let me jot that lake down. Might have to do a little bit of research on that. I mean, who wouldn't like to catch a 10 or 13 pounder? All right, there we go, guys. All right, and let me see 2 more quick comments, and then we will hop into the next segment of the video clip that I have for you guys. All right, so let's see where we at. Dottie Fishing says no big deal, but Dottie is pronounced Doty. Hard O. Gotcha. Doty Fishing. Okay, gotcha. All right, then we have Texas Noop says that lake has big fish. Oh yeah, Texas, you can't play with Texas. Isn't that what they say? Don't want to play with Texas, or don't mess with Texas. All right, good deal. All right, so let me share the screen again, guys, and we will get into the next part of the video. And like I said, make sure you guys continue to get active in the chat. Make sure you guys get active in the chat. All right, let's go ahead and keep rolling. Transducer for the Mega Live system on the TargetLock, and let's just pan this to the left real quick. It's separate from the system. Look at that cover coming up on the screen. Now all I have to do is hit this lock button, and that will lock that right on that cover that I'm seeing. So for me, guys, from the time that I have been out here just testing things out, my first impressions, like I said, are I like the system. I can definitely see the benefits in having this, especially for offshore fishing, or when you find a location where you may have a group or school of fish that you are targeting. It will definitely come into play and be able to help you out. The other thing that I like about the system is the steering that will allow you to follow the trolling motor. Like I said, right now it is locked, so you see that trolling motor moving around. So let's go ahead and hit the middle button down here. Just hit it with my foot real quick. You see the light come on, and now the target lock will follow the trolling motor. So you can kind of see it moving right there, and it is currently still on spot lock. So now let me just go ahead and control it with my foot, which will disengage the spot lock, and just give it a second to sync up. And let's see. All right, there we go, guys. So now it is synced up again, so you can kind of see it moving. As the trolling motor is moving, that spot lock is moving. And like I said, sometimes you want to run that calibration just to make sure everything is set up correctly. The thing that I have noticed is there is a delay. So there's going to be kind of a learning curve from the way that I'm used to using my Mega Live system being directly on the trolling motor itself. So when I'm moving this trolling motor back and forth, I'm able to scan left and right very fast and stay in line whenever I'm making my cast or whenever I'm targeting those fish or that structure. So whenever I'm moving this back and forth, you can see on the screen down here, and you can kind of give you an idea of what I'm referring to, guys. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys that real quick. So there we go. So now I can pan left and right with the trolling motor. I see that cover. I quickly reach down here, hit that lock button, the one on the top. So now the target lock is locked in place on that cover, and I can hit spot lock. So I just hit spot lock, and as you can see, the boat is moving kind of fast. But if you notice, the target lock stayed right there on that cover and those fish inside of that cover. You can see them moving around in there. All of that off of that target lock, guys. So like I said, my first impressions, I give it a thumbs up. It'll just be a little bit of a learning curve, adjusting from the way that I'm currently fit with the way that I was used to fishing with it prior to today, before I came out here with that system. But like I said, that is the only thing for me. I just noticed that slight delay in the movement, but other than that, I can definitely see the benefit of having this target lock system, especially out here in the wind. It's kind of windy today, guys, so I have that spot lock out here putting in work along with that target lock. Hey, I'm ready to make some things happen, guys. All right, so we'll hop right into the next segment. This is going to be one of the most important target lock videos that you will watch. We are going to go through the settings and also get your calibration set up. After you have everything completed with that installation, you want to make sure you come out to the water and finalize everything. So what we are going to do is head. And real quick, guys, so this video right here, I just put this beginning clip here just so you guys know that this is a video that I will be uploading. I'm not going to play this entire video for the live stream because it does go over some details of the setup and all of that. So I know you guys want to get to that part where we're out on the water and actually using that. So I just wanted to put this in here to make you guys aware that I do have several videos. So I have a lot of footage that I have already recorded that I will be putting out to help you guys get the system and make some decisions about the systems itself. If you're on the fence about buying it, you're thinking about buying it, you may already have it and you could be having some issues. Maybe you need some information about some of the settings in here. So there, I do have some good information, guys. But let's go ahead and play this out, and then we'll hop right onto the lake. Straight in here to the menu button. We're going to hit that twice, and we're going to head over to the accessories tab. From the accessories tab, we're going to arrow down to the Mega Live, hit the right arrow key, and there you go. So now this is where we are going to take a look at to get all of those settings to where we need them to be. All right, so again, this video is going to be on my channel. Let's talk about the target lock and the All right, so here we go, guys. So now we are out on the lake. So this is the on the water footage. When I have gone out here, I have everything set up. Already went through the settings, did the calibration, did all of that good stuff. So now, you know, it's what the part that I've been waiting for. I finally get out here on the lake and want to put this thing to work to see how I can actually use it to my benefit out on the lake. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. And again, guys, make sure you are getting active in the comments. The live streams always feed off of the comment section, guys. So that is how we get in here, ask questions, comments, all that good stuff, and make sure we have a good time with it. All right, so let's go ahead and hop on the water and let's get into it. Live imaging real quick, guys. All right, so I have my foot pedal right here. It is still not mounted yet because I have to, you know, before I mount that, I want to make sure that I do get it where I want that to be permanently. And right now I'm just out here in the middle of a creek bed that's kind of running out from way in the back of a cove. And as you can see, I have my target lock is aimed where it needs to be. And all I'm doing, guys, is just moving this from left to right. And let me show you, this is what I'm targeting right here. And one of the things that I always try to tell you from my perspective, my thing is, yes, I can see this interference up here. And if you take a look, the water is a little murky. And the other thing to keep in mind that it is the time of year where that pollen is going to be out there. So we're going to have some noise and everything up here high in the water column. But this is what I'm focusing on right here, just that little bitty bump. And I can see those fish moving in and out of there. So basically I'm making my cast out here about that 70-foot range, 70-75, and just bringing it back here. Once it comes through this, I can actually see those fish moving around right in front of that area right there. So that is something definitely to keep in mind, guys, that as long as you can see that cover and see those fish moving, and you just have to really get an eye for it, because like I said, when you're looking, you will see those fish moving around right down in there. It's just a little bitty speck that you're looking for, but that is something that can make the difference of having a successful day out here on the water, guys. All right, right here, I'm just kind of scanning around looking for something to fish. Windy day, very windy day out there, and it was cold, guys. I think it was in the 30s when I was out here this past weekend. Let's see. Harry says, do you usually use live in forward-facing position? The answer to that for me is yes, I do. And I have it set to where I can actually, I can view underneath the boat, and if I was to throw a top water bait. So I have I have it set on 30 degrees. There's a little stump or a little piece of brush or something like that. So this right here is probably about 7 feet or so. But that is a fish right there. It keeps moving up and down. So I got to get my cast to about right here and see if I can get that fish to come over there and get it. All right, so I've moved to another area and take a look at the trolling motor. It's currently on spot lock. So I have locked on to the area using the target lock system. My foot isn't on the trolling motor pedal or the target lock remote at this point. So I'm just taking the time and casting and watching those fish. Oh yeah, there we go. Got another one. And listen to that wind, guys. That target lock is keeping the boat in place pretty much, and the trolling, the spot lock. Another one, guys. Putting that target lock to work. All right, we're gonna have some fun with this one. And so if you take a look, I am still in the same location. That spot lock kept me there, and the target lock still kept the Mega Live system locked right on that same spot. So I was able to make another cast because I did see multiple fish down there. So I was able to make the exact same cast pretty much. All right, let's see if I set the hook. If I set the hook, can I get a few more likes, guys? Can I get 3 more likes? So I haven't used the Minn Kota steer at this point yet, but that will be coming up. And that's for Vernon Neal. Vernon Neal asking about Minn Kota steer. Oh, correction. I did use Minn Kota steer. I haven't used sweep yet. All right, another hook set. All right, there we go, guys. That is another decent fish right there. All right, let's take a look at the electronics. Should I catch another one? Because this is practice. And as you know, I always say on practice day, it is not about catching fish, but it's about finding the fish, the cover, and the structure that you want to target on tournament day. But we got a minute before the tournament, so let's go ahead and catch one more. How about that? Okay, that one was off camera, guys. Good one, guys. Right now, I'm just cruising right along, following this creek bed, and I have it set on the sweep mode, and as you can see, it's sweeping back and forth on its own. So as I'm controlling the trolling motor and moving forward, looking with my 360 and also on the live imaging, I can just follow along, and as I'm finding things, I can mark it. If I see any fish or anything like that, then I'm able to mark those too. But just wanted to show you that real quick. That is another way that that sweep mode can be utilized out here on the lake. All right, and let me just pause it real quick just to add this in here. So with that sweep mode, what I found, and it looks like this was the case whenever I was out there, wherever I choose to point the arrow on for the target lock, it will, once I hit put it in the sweep mode, it will scan 60 degrees one way and 60 degrees the other way, and that's what gives you that 120, I believe it's 120 degree scan with that. So whichever direction that, so let's say if you're going down the bank and the bank is on your left and you want to kind of scan more to your left, then you can point the arrow kind of to the left, and then it will scan back and forth that way. And the same is true if you want to point it in the other direction and you want it to scan that way. So it'll scan depending on which direction that you have the arrow facing. That's what I found whenever I was out there. But again, guys, I'll be out there again and continue bringing more footage to you. All right, so let's hop back into the video. All right, had to make a run. So found what I needed in one area, so I just wanted to see if I could find maybe some dirtier water or some cleaner water. Just try different. All right, so what I did on that one is I was scanning with my side imaging and sonar, and I saw some, I guess it looked like a tree or a brush pile or something down there. Turned around and just kind of moved around until I found it on the live imaging. It was kind of harder to find it this time, but once I did, those fish will bite. All right, there we go. All right, same deal with this one, guys. If you take a look at the trolling motor itself, you'll see that the trolling motor is moving, and I'm kind of fishing off the side of the boat now. And that was a hit, and the fish missed it. Well, maybe I missed the fish, but yeah, I just put this in here so you guys can see that I'm actually facing the target lock to the right of the boat now, even though the boat is facing straight down the down that cove. And the other thing that I found is that you can fine tune the movement of the target lock. Just by tapping on it, you can move it in very small increments to get kind of dialed in directly on the spot that you want to target. All right, there we go. Had to work that one kind of slow. I felt a little tap the first time, but wasn't sure if it was going to be a good one, but it is a good one, guys. Out here putting in some work with that target lock. I think I'm figuring it out, guys. All right, there we go. Let's pause it real quick. All right, so let me just check and see what you guys are talking about down. I see these comments. I see you getting active in the comments. If anybody has any comments or questions, please, like I said, make sure you are getting active in the comment section. The live stream always builds off of the subscribers. Let's see. Hold on one second. Let me just change this up real quick. All right, so let's hop into the comments, see what you guys are talking about in here. All right, so we had C219 Troll said, great video. All right, glad you are finding some value in that. And then Vernon Neal did mention Minn Kota steer. So yes, I may have misspoke, but I was using Minn Kota steer whenever I'm scanning, because the one of the main things that for me, because I've had my transducer connected to the trolling motor, I have always had that fast reaction. If I wanted to move it back and forth, it just depends on how fast I move that trolling motor back and forth. With the target lock, now there is kind of a delay to where I move it a little slower so I don't get too far ahead of the target lock, and then it has to kind of move to catch up. So it's just kind of a learning curve on that, but it's not too much of a change. But that was one of the things that I was initially concerned about, was being able to lose that fast response with having that target lock whenever it is synced with the trolling motor. But hey, I was able to make it work, guys. I'm out there making it work. All right, then we have Auntie Jones said, what lake was I on? And that was Lake Oconee. All right, and then we have Vernon Neal says, you also use target lock Minn Kota sweep while in spot lock. Right, so for me, most of the time, by the time that I have spot lock in a certain spot, I already know what I'm going to be targeting. So I don't generally, for me, I wasn't using the sweep like that, but it is good to know. It just depending on how you fish out there. So that may benefit some people. But like I said, for me, I'm already sweeping. By the time that I find a certain thing that I want to target on, I hit that spot lock, and then I start fine tuning using the left and right arrows to get right on point with what I want to target. All right, then we have Faith in Fishing says, what's whopper plopping, y'all?
Yes, sir.
What's whopper plopping? All right, then we have Harry says, need 3 more fish first. Joking, already hit the like button. Oh, so you need some more fish? Okay, let's see. We'll see what we do. Let's see how those likes looking over here. Let me just double check these likes. They were looking a little famished earlier, but I think you guys got active, got over there and started punching that like button like it owed you some money. All right, so yeah, so we're looking all right. We're looking all right. We're sitting about 31 likes. Can I get just two more likes? I think that's all we need. Then we'll be good. Just 2 more likes. All right, then we have Doty Fishing. All right, strong supporter of the channel, and as you guys see, a member of the Money Team. Don't forget about the sweep feature. All right, so yeah, so you might have put that in there right before I showed. I think I already showed the part. Yeah, with that sweep feature in there. And what I have found is I was able to get right in the middle of a old creek bed and just go down that creek bed and just letting it scan as I kind of go through there. If I wasn't really throwing a crankbait or anything like that, but if you wanted to be fishing, casting something while you're scanning, that is a great way to do it, because it frees up you having to actually scan back and forth with the Mega Live. And the way that I would do that before, guys, and I did put that in a video, I would engage the trolling motor, get up a little momentum. Then I would disengage with the trolling motor, but of course the boat would still be moving. While it's moving, I would just scan back and forth with the trolling motor, but not engaging the power on the trolling motor, if that kind of makes sense to you. So that was my manual sweep motion. So now you're able to do an automatic sweep. And that is what Doty fishing is referring to. All right. So Auntie Jones says, let me see. I lived on Ocoee and Sinclair. Now I live on Lake Eufaula. Oh man, you're just moving around to where all the big fish are at. Do you fish here? Oh yeah, Lake Eufaula. Yeah, I mean, look up MoneyBass, Lake Eufaula. So I had a great time out on Lake Eufaula. I mean, I think you guys noticed that I'm kind of throwing that shaky head quite often. I mean, I try to throw some other things, but that shaky head, it just keeps calling me. It's always like, MoneyBass, don't forget about me. So it's like if I pick up a crankbait, that shaky head seems like it, it gets a little upset with me. So, I have to treat her right, have to pick her back up and put her to action. But yeah, so on Lake Eufaula, I was out there with that shaky head putting in work. I think I caught like 40 plus pounds of bass in the 3 days that I was there. So I think I had like my best bag was like 17 something. So I had a great time on Lake Eufaula. And I also won a mega bass pot on Lake Eufaula before too, with a 757, throwing a Alabama rig in lily pad stems. The lily pads weren't up yet, but the stems were there. And I was fishing that through those lily pad stems and caught that 757. All right, let's see what else we have. Hold on just a second, guys. All right, let's see what else we have. So we have Bass for Him says, I found to raise the 360 higher in the water and lower the Mega Live lower. This provides less interference when looking to the left on the port side of the boat. Good tip, guys. So think about that. I haven't really heard anybody discussing the depth of the Mega 360 versus the Mega Live and what type of interference or that it may or may not have been causing. So for me, I have kind of wondered whenever they're side by side and one is scanning across the other one, does it actually, affect what you're seeing on the, on the screen? But yeah, so that's something that I would suggest looking into. So Bass for Him says that is definitely something that that you want to look into. All right, then we have David. What is going on? Says, what is Minn Kota steer? All right, so let's get into that. Minn Kota steer. All right, so let's say you already have your trolling motor, and of course, with your foot pedal, when you press that up or down, it determines whether the trolling motor moves left or right. If you have your live imaging transducer attached to the trolling motor, of course, as fast as you move that trolling motor, that live imaging transducer is going to move right along with it because they're attached together. Now, once you get the target lock system, now you have a dedicated pole that is separate from the trolling motor. The thing that is special about target lock is that it allows you to, as you move your trolling motor, that target lock system will follow that trolling motor. You can, and once you hit spot lock on the trolling motor, it will continue to move, but you can lock the target lock in place and have it continue. So as the trolling motor is moving around, the target lock still stays facing that cover, that structure, that fish that you have locked it onto. Then you can reconnect them by hitting that center button on the remote, and it will sync those back up. And that is what is called Minn Kota steer. So now you actually steer the target lock, the Mega Live transducer on the target lock using your trolling motor. So that is what that Minn Kota steer is for. All right, so special shout out to everybody that is just checking in. I mean, we've been rolling for about an hour strong, so we've been going over some great information. So if you are checking in late, make sure you go back and watch the replay. And also, as you come into the live stream, please hop into the comment section. Let's get active down there. I see the guys are, I see I'm catching up on these comments, but you guys are getting active in the comment section. So really, really appreciate that. And the other thing, I did say hit the like button, right? Yeah, make sure you tap that like button for me too when you come into the chat. All right, so but that is Minn Kota steer. I see you guys are putting some good questions in here, so we will get to that. Uh-oh, guys, look what we have. We have the masked bass. We'll just call him Mr. Masked Bass. How about that? Because I don't want YouTube to come after me. But shout out to Mr. the Masked Man, the masked fisherman. How about that? Shout out to you. But That is the first super chat of the evening. Special shout out. Really, really appreciate it. And as I always say, whoever gives the highest super chat during the live stream becomes the sponsor of the live stream. So you may have just been checking in, but guess what? Oh yeah, you are the current sponsor, well, the co-sponsor of this live stream. So if you guys take a look down at the bottom, you will see that banner. It says, special thank you so much to the sponsors of the stream. And actually, hold on, let me just pull that back up real quick. Just doing a little bit of struggle streaming. All right, so special thank you so much to the sponsor of the stream. The sponsor of the stream is Sly Doggy TN for the big sponsorship and the donation of the Target Lock system to the channel. But now we have a new co-sponsor. So let me go ahead and put in a little work, get in here and change this banner up. So special shout out to Darren Pearson. He was the co-sponsor of last week's live stream. So now let's change this out to co-sponsor. The name is tripping me up. The Masked. All right, let me put a little bit of respect on his name. All right, hold on. Just bear with me, guys. Just have to do a little work real quick. All right, here we go. All right, hold on. Just bear with me, guys. The name is tripping me up. Let me make sure I spell it right. All right. All right, so here we go. Here we go, guys. Got the name right. Let me save that. And if you take a look at the banner now, special thank you so much to Slide Doggy TN for being able to have this live stream that we're having by donating that Target Lock system to the channel, and to the Masked Bass. How about that? For being the co-sponsor of the live stream. And then also want to give another shout out to Doty Fishing. I was pronouncing the name wrong, but hey, had to come back and put some respect on the name. A new member of the Money Team. Special shout out to you. Really, really appreciate it. And if anybody else is looking to support the channel and want to become a member of the Money Team, the link is pinned to the top of the chat, and it's also in the description. It is basically just a way to show some support for the channel and also get some recognition in the chat. You will see that the people that have badges next to the name in the chat are the members of the Money Team. So that is how you can get that information. And again, special shout out to the Masked Bastard. Look at you. Oh, man. Had to say the name. And you tricked me. You tricked me. You got me. All right. But yeah, special shout out for being the co-sponsor of the live stream. All right, so let me hop back into the comments, and then we do have some more on the water footage, guys, so I will be bringing that up in just a second. But I just wanted to get through here to make sure that I am answering the questions that you guys have put out, because that was one of the things that I said I would do for my subscribers once I got out here on the water with that Target Lock system. All right, so let me see. Where are we at? Where are we at? Let's see. All right, I think we were right here. Bass for Him says, keep in mind, if you want to hook this directly to the fish finder control, you need a special cable to hook the target live into the Ethernet port of the fish finder. I have a Helix 10. All right, yeah, so that's definitely something that you want to keep take a look at. And the thing I always say to guys, whenever you have certain questions about your setup, always call Humminbird support. I've always got good results whenever I've contacted them, especially when you're able to give them all of the information with the system that you have, and they can give you the best course of action or the best additional cables or anything like that you may need. So that's always a good thing. All right, so we have James says, Minn Kota still let you turn your target lock with your trolling motor. That is correct. And so you guys saw me doing that a lot in this video. All right, then we have Vernon Neal says, target lock and trolling motor both are synced together, both point in the same direction. That is correct. All right, then we have the Masked, there we go, the current co-sponsor of the live stream says, let's see, does the unit maintain clarity when in sweep mode? Yes, it does. So for me, whenever I was running sweep mode, it did not affect the clarity whatsoever. But I can see maybe if it's pointing at an area where there is more clutter or more, because another thing that we mentioned is there's a lot of pollen and stuff mixed in with the water right now. So if you're depending on the area that you're in, it could affect it depending on what you're actually pointing it towards. All right, then we have Bass for Him says, take in mind off the one boat network is now working out the best. It seems to work better. So give some more clarification on that. So whenever you disconnect, are you saying you disconnect your target lock from the One Boat network? That would be kind of interesting. And when you say that it's working better, what are the better results that you're getting by doing that? All right, then we have, look who we have, guys. Sly Doggy TN, the sponsor of the live stream. Really, really appreciate the strong support of the channel. Says, haven't fished Lake Oconee, but have a cousin with a lake house there. Okay, all right, good deal. I seem to remember that the lake has two rivers, and one is really muddy, and the other is not as much. Do I remember correctly? Oh yeah. Seems like you might know a little something. So yes, if you head upriver, that is where you head to the mud. I might have to check it out next time. You know what I mean? I've been up there once, but at the time that I went, I wasn't really finding what I wanted. And I've learned a few things since then. So I might, and I kind of like fishing that dirty water, especially whenever I'm going after largemouth. So I did not check that out this time, but yeah, I might have to check it out next time and see what we can find. Uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh. Who is this that we have invading this live stream? Always coming in here causing problems. We have Cajun the Hawk Sam, better known as Chicken Hawk, guys. Chicken Hawk, always harassing me. Let's see what he has to say. I see you still blaming the fish, sir. The problem is on the other end of the pole. Man, come on, Chicken Hawk. We're in here having some peaceful camaraderie. You know, we're in here having a good time, just learning a few things. So you coming in here trying to disrupt the live stream. Let's see. But special shout out to Chicken Hawk. Glad to have you in the live stream. I know, I know you may not know this, Harry, but you know, Chicken Hawk is talking about kind of stepping it up on the electronics. What do you think about that? All right, then we have Harry says the Hawk is in the house. That is right. Let's see. The Hawk, he is talking about practice again. Oh yeah, man. You know, I got to get out there and do a little practice. Got to talk a little bit about some practice. Then Chicken Hawk says, you know it, Harry. I can't let this guy get off that easy. Oh man, Harry, you need to talk to your partner because he's kind of ducking and dodging about trying to meet me out here on these lakes after he, you know, kind of came in here and told me he was gonna, what did he say he was gonna do? Beat the brakes off of me. Little old me. I mean, I'm just sitting here minding my own business, having some fun with my peoples in the chat. And here comes Chicken Hawk talking about beating the brakes off of people. Sounds kind of violent. All right, guys. We got Edward Ragsdale Fishing checking in. Glad to see you in the comments and in the chat. Strong supporter of the channel, also a subscriber of the channel. And if you are not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing, guys. We are growing fast. We just passed the 5,600 subscriber count, and not too long ago, we were just passing 5,000. So we're moving, guys. And I'm glad to see that the information that I'm putting out is providing value to a lot of you guys. That was one of the main goals of this channel, along with building a community of fishermen where we can come in here and kind of help each other out. Because like I said, you never know what somebody is going through, guys. And catching those fish out on the lake may be the thing that makes their day, makes their week, makes their year. So it's always good to come in here and hear about some success stories and ways that we can help each other out on the water. Special shout out again to the Masked Bass. All right, supporter of the channel and the current co-sponsor. All right, that guy you know, look who we have checking in. That guy you know, have not seen you in a while, but glad to have you back in the chat. All right, haven't tried it yet, but I'm thinking I may need it. Did you always have your live on the 12? I have my live on a 10 and 360 map on the 12. So for me, I think I remember you saying that you favor the 360 over the Mega Live based on the style of fishing that you do. So if that's the case, I would probably leave it on the 12, but I do have a video where I do show the difference and the comparison. I have it on both the 12 and the 10 at the same time. And you can kind of see the differences between those two. So just search it's MoneyBass and put does size matter. because that was the video that I put together, and it shows the difference with the Mega Live system on a 10 versus the 12. So it's does size matter, and just search MoneyBass, the size matter, and it'll show a comparison for that. So hope that helps you out. All right, then we have Auntie Jones says great. All right, then we have Vernon Neal says bass for him. Let me see. I installed my Mega 360 to sit just above Mega Live. I never had any interference issues, so that's a great tip. So you installed yours just the 360 just above the Mega Live. And I'll have to take a look at mine because I did kind of make some adjustments with that. But hey, I'm getting some good results. So I may just leave mine there until I notice if I'm having any type of problems with that. Look what we have, guys. Look what we have. We have a $5 super chat from David. Really, really appreciate you hopping into the chat and supporting the channel. That $5 super chat, really, really appreciate it. Let me hit it for you one more time. So you know what this means. So David has come in and said, hey, Mr. Mass Bass, I think you need to step to the side a little bit because I want to be the co-sponsor of this live stream. And yeah, guys, I was really hoping that for this live stream, it would be providing a lot of value for you guys. You would have a lot of feedback, have a lot of questions. And, just maybe there's some things in here that you are seeing and learning that would definitely help you out. So that was really the goal. I was looking forward to doing this live stream, guys. So really, really appreciate the strong support of the channel. And let me do a little work and get in here and change the banner. Hold on one second. All right, so we have the current sponsor is Sly Doggy TN, but we are looking for a co-sponsor. So David has hopped in and says, hold up, swole up. Let me bump you to the side a little bit and hop in here and make this happen. All right, so now let me save that. And if you take a look down at the bottom, the banner now says special thank you so much to the sponsor of the live stream, Sly Doggy TN, along with the co-sponsor, David. We have David checking in, coming in strong. Really, really appreciate the strong support of the channel. All right, then we have, let's see, that guy says Sly Doggy is the man on BCB. Thanks for all that you contribute, Sly. Oh yeah, so I mean, I've heard the Sly's out there doing his thing too. I might have to check him out on some of those other platforms he's on. But make sure you guys check out his channel because he does use live imaging, but he trolls with his, so it's a little something different. And he has some video footage of the fish actually coming up because I believe he has a camera on the baits that he uses, and he's actually able to see those fish come up and swipe at the baits and different things like that. Really, really interesting and some great content. So make sure you guys go over there and check that out also. All right, and Slide Doggy TN says that guy, I think you mean BBC. That is right, Bass Boat Central. Yes, I'm the moderator of the Humminbird forums on BBC. Wow, special shout out to that. So he's the moderator, the big dog out there on those forums. All right, then we have T. Nick says, is it good for fishing shallow water? Oh yeah. So I still have a little bit more footage that I will play when I'm out on the water, but in some of these places you will see that I'm in like 7 feet of water. I think I went all the way down to where I had to actually lift my trolling motor out of the water. So yeah, it was still working and coming in handy. So whenever you're taking a look at whenever I'm showing you guys the screens themselves, I always take a look at that water depth. So you'll see this time I'm not offshore that much. I'm pretty much targeting shallow water, largemouth, but you guys know I like fishing that offshore fishing. So I'll even move to the middle of the creeks, even whenever I'm targeting those shallow fish. But the question is it good for fishing shallow water? I would say yes. Uh-oh, guys, look who we have checking in. I got some backup against the Hawk tonight. We have Mako Mills, a very strong supporter of the channel, and he has been a sponsor of the channel in the past. He says the Hawk appears. Let's go. So aren't you guys supposed to have a battle on the lake? Oh, so he knows about it. Man, let me tell you, Mako Mills, Chicken Hawk went and bought him some Nikes, some running shoes, because he's running, and he ain't looking back. So you got to let him know he needs to slow down a little bit. Let me catch him out on the lake this weekend. I don't know what's going on. All right, so we have T Nick says, is Mega Live good for fishing shallow water? And my answer to that again, because I think okay, yeah, actually it was you that was asking about it fishing shallow. So so Mega Live. So yes, you can use it fishing shallow. I definitely do. Right now in the area that I'm at, the more shallow that you get, the more interference that you may pick up due to the pollen. So when you're looking at my screen, you will see that kind of interference at the top right now. And I showed you in the earlier part of the video where a lot of that is due to the pollen that is currently in the water. All right, then we have Mako Mill says the hawk appears. Whoa, so aren't you guys supposed to battle in the water? When and where is it going? Where is it going down? Let's go. Yeah, holla at him, Mako. Get him pinned down on a date. See if you can do that. See if you can do that because he's running. He's running. All right, that guy says Slide Doggy. Yes, I meant BBC. Thanks. All right. All right, then we have Cajun Hawk. Chicken Hawk says he don't want that smoke, Mako. He is trying to get me to drive to Lake Michigan. What is that? Lake Michigan and do it there anywhere but Logan Martin. Oh no, partner. Oh no. See, for you guys that don't know, Chicken Hawk always comes into my live stream trying to cause a disturbance, talking about beating the brakes off people. So yeah, that's what we're talking about. I'm trying to catch him out on the lake. I gotta deliver a little spanking. You know what I mean? All right, so we have Vernon Neal says that guy, yes, Sly Doggy TN is the man on BBC. Also giving great tips and helping out. Plus his Mega Live landscape mode video is awesome. Right, that is exactly what I was talking about. All right, and let's see what else we have here. We have Mako Mill says, Nikes. Hawk, don't let him do this to you, man. Set the time and place and we will come watch the exhibition. Let's go. Hey, man, I was trying to see him on the lake this weekend, but he didn't want to make it. He didn't want to make it. All right, so look, I got through a bunch of the comments, answered some questions. Like I said, make sure you guys continue to get. Wait a minute. He is saying April 1st. April 1st on Logan Martin. Man, he's trying to hurt me, guys. He's trying to hurt me. We'll see. We'll see what happens with this. I'll keep you guys posted. We'll see. All right, so now let's I do have a little bit more footage that I wanted to play, and I know you guys were asking about shallow water, about Minn Kota steer and things like that. Let's just take a look and see where we were at in the video. Looks like I may have lost my place, but let me get this queued back up. Let me just share the screen real quick, guys. And like I said, just bear with me. Let's just see where we were at real quick. All right, here we go. All right, let's take a look from here and see if this is where we were at, guys. Right now, I'm just cruising right along, following this creek bed, and I have it set on the sweep mode, and as you can see, it's sweeping back and forth on its own. So as I'm controlling the trolling motor and moving forward, looking with my 360, and also on the live imaging, I can just follow along, and as I'm finding things, I can mark it. If I see any fish or anything like that, then I'm able to mark those too. But just wanted to show you that real quick. That is another way that sweep mode can be utilized out here on the lake. I'm in about 5 feet of water right there, guys. All right, let me just skip ahead just a little bit. This is when I ran to another part of the lake. Second, guys. Okay, let me just start right here just to reiterate some things to some of the guys that were asking some questions. So I was just in about 5 feet of water. That's what I was fishing a little earlier. So if you were asking, for the guys that were asking, does it work in shallow water? For me, it does. So I know different people get different results, but to me, I always try to make the best out of the situation that I'm in and find the way that I can make it work for me. So as you saw, my image was still clear. Right here, I'm still in kind of shallow water, but as you can see, I have the boat facing into the current, into the wind kind of, and I have the target lock turned towards the fish that you see me catching right now. So as I'm target locked in place, let's just see what I have to say right here. All right, there we go. Had to work that one kind of slow. I felt a little tap the first time, but wasn't sure if it was going to be a good one, but it is a good one, guys. Out here putting in some work with that target lock. I think I'm figuring it out, guys. All right, so it was the same deal right here. And the thing that I want you guys to notice here is that the wind was blowing kind of hard right here, but that target lock is keeping me in place. Well, I'm sorry, the spot lock is keeping me in place, and the target lock, even though the boat is moving back and forth a little bit, that target lock still stayed locked on to that position where I saw that fish at. He's trying to hook me, want some revenge. All right, it is time to call it a day. Pretty much came out with a game plan, and things went as planned today. All right, guys, let's go ahead and take it in. All right, there we go. Finishing up a very productive day out here on the lake. As you guys can see, yeah, I think I like that target lock. Let's talk about it. All right, there we go, guys. So I have, hop back up on here. All right, so I have a little bit more footage. I did put this other footage at the end because I know you guys were wanting to see it in action on the water. So that's why I put that part first. And I have a just a little bit more about the target lock specifically that I'll play in just a second. And I did drop the link in the chat. So if there's anybody that wants to come up on, hop up on the screen and just ask a question or two or just give your experience, I can open that up now. And then I'll play the last part of the video, and then I'll pull anybody up if somebody wants to come up. Just make sure that you are cammed up, and it will be good to be in a place where you have good lighting, because that is where, that is what people will be able to see, whatever you're seeing on the screen. But yeah, so that's it. Just make sure you're cammed up, and then I'll just make sure that your sound and everything is right. But the link is in the chat if anybody wants to come up and, just have a quick discussion. Then maybe I'll drop you down and bring somebody else up, just depending on anybody wants to hop on. All right, guys. So let me hop back into the chat real quick and see what else we have in here. Let's see. Where are we at? All right. So yeah. We have Chicken Hawk talking about April 1st. All right. Then we have Texas Snoop says, "Is that April Fool's Day?" Why, yes, it sure is, sir. Maybe it's an April Fool's. All right. So Sly Doggy TN says, on the shallow water question, I do have a Mega 360 and Mega Live landscape mode comparison video fishing bluegill beds in 3.5 feet of water. Whoa. Now that sounds interesting. Mega Live worked amazing at the shallow depth. Good deal with that. All right. So Chicken Hawk says, yes, it is. I want to give him some cover. He can come in that next Tuesday and say he won, but he will have to follow that up with April Fools. Okay, all right. I see he coming. See, this is what I'm talking about, guys. We're in here having a peaceful moment, camaraderie, sharing some experiences on the water, learning a little something, teaching a little something, all that good stuff. And here comes Chicken Hawk. All right, so we have Chad Sailor says target lock. All right. Let's see. We have one more in here. We have James Reynolds says Hawk versus money, old school versus high tech. Youngster would would make a great video. Man. It's okay. Okay. Old school. So y'all think Chicken Hawk has some old school skills. Chicken Hawk has an old school mouth. That's what Chicken Hawk got. That's what Chicken Hawk got. All right. So look, let me pull up this video, just play it, because I think it's maybe like 2 or 3 more minutes. But I just wanted to show you guys some more info on the target lock. Then we'll see. See if there's anybody to pull up. See if anybody wants to come in here and chit chat a little bit. All right, so let me share the screen again, guys. Where are we at? And let's go ahead and get into it. The target lock system. Man, this is a great tool. And especially if you take the time to get everything set up just the way that you like it, it can be very beneficial for you. So I'm just going to go over some quick things that I have noticed once I've got out here on the water with it. And again, guys, I will keep bringing you these quick tips and tutorials, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. So one of the things that I noticed is the location of the foot pedal remote for your target lock system. One of the things for me, I noticed that as I'm moving around, so right now it is on spot lock, and as you see, the target lock system is staying in place as I'm moving around, and it is staying locked on right there to that cover. So I can just come right down here very quickly, hit it, put it back on spot lock. But if I'm moving this trolling motor and I need to lock it on to the trolling motor itself so that it'll follow the trolling motor, I just hit that button right there in the middle real quick and be able to put my foot right back onto the foot pedal. And if you take a look, now the target lock is following the trolling motor itself. So now there are some fish right here, and there's some other cover, so I can quickly reach down here and hit that button right on the top and lock it on to that cover that I just saw. And as you see now, the target lock is moving. I mean, the trolling motor is moving, but the target lock is locked on to that cover that I just found right there. All right, so there you have it, guys. So that was just another kind of quick recap of what we have gone over so far throughout the video. So I hope that information has provided value to you guys and helped you out. And let's see, I see another question has hopped in here. Well, we have somebody kind of laughing, James. All right, all right. And then let's see who else we have. Black Widow Fishing says, "What's up, money? Good evening, all." All right, special shout out to you. Hold on just a second. Let me pull. Let me pull that up. Okay, hold on just a second. There we go. Black Widow Fishing, shout out to you. All right, then Jason Conway says, what settings would you recommend to start out with on the Mega Live? So they do have some recommended settings to start from. And I think depending on what version you're on, they do, whenever you upgrade to the new settings, they do have recommended settings in there. So I would follow whatever they have stated in there. But early on in the video, you can take a look and see where I have my settings at and just kind of play around with it from there. But that is definitely what I would start from. I would start with those recommended settings. I believe that it may have been the sensitivity set on 10, the contrast set on 10, but it also goes into the dynamic contrast and some of those other settings on there. So I would say definitely take a look at that, or you can scroll back in the video because I can't remember exactly where all of my settings were. And there's also a video where whenever I did the update to the system. So if you search MoneyBass Mega Live update, on there, one of the steps that I do is I go through and I record each one of my screen settings, so that way I can quickly go back and put everything back to the way that it was. All right. Then we have Dodie Fishing stepping in with the quick answer, says 10-10 balance, low rejection. There you go. So yeah, I knew it was something like that, but yeah, I would still say just double check and look at the recommended settings also. All right, so let's see. Let me see, guys. Let me go ahead and give a quick shout out to the sponsor of the live stream, Slide Doggy TN, for the strong support of the channel and the donation of that Mega Live system that is making this live stream available. And special shout out to Dodie Fishing, has become a new member of the Money Team. Special shout out to you. Really appreciate that and the strong support of the channel. And let's see who else we had checking in. We had the Mass Bass Tid checking in. Maybe we can do it like that. checking in, showing support for the channel. Really, really appreciate that. Everything that comes into the channel, guys, is put back into the channel and used to support the channel in some type of way, whether it's equipment, whether it's entry into these tournaments, all of that kind of stuff, guys. So really, really appreciate it. Every little bit is put to get use. And like I said, we'll come back to you guys in some form or fashion. And let's see who else do we have in here? We had David checking in, showing that strong support, and is the current co-sponsor of the live stream. So special shout out to you for that. And let's see who else do we have checking in. So Dodie Fishing also says auto sensitivity and contrast off. Oh yeah, so those are some settings that you definitely want to play around with. All right, then we have Eddie Bolton checking in. What is going on? Glad you made it into the live stream. Shaky Head Fred, love the video and information given. Great job. Shaky Head Fred, what do you know about Shaky Head Fred? Uh-oh. All right, then we have James says, money, I'm running Solix 12s, but the 1.2 update is bad. I also had a Helix 12 G4 off the boat. You think I could mount the Helix and pull the Mega Live off the network and run on Helix only and 360 on Solix? That sounds like a plan to me, because if people are saying that they're having issues with the 1.200 update on the Solix systems, I would just connect it on the Helix and roll with it that way and just check it out and see how that works out for you. But that's what I would suggest. I mean, that's what I would try. But if there's anybody in the chat that is running a Solix unit, please chime in and help him out with that one. All right. And then Jason says, thanks, guys. All right. No problem. No problem. All right. Let's see. Is there anybody that is looking to come up into the... What is happening, guys? Without further ado, what is this? Man, why are you interrupting my live stream? And your volume is muted. Maybe I should leave. You're muted. They can't hear you. You're on mute. They can't hear you. No, we can't hear Chicken Hawk. Chicken Hawk is muted. Let me... No, I don't have you muted. Hold on.
Muted me.
Okay, there we go.
You muted me, man.
I need to mute you.
I appreciate that.
You're not coming on here to help anybody.
I'm helping a lot of people, man. I'm helping a lot of people. I heard you at least you kind of straighten it out.
And what is that?
About you set the hook and the fish missed it. Like, the fish missed it. He's now blaming the fish. This is where we've gotten. Do you blaming the fish? Boy, I just don't know. I that's why I say I just can't. I can't stand no more.
Listen, chat subscribers, please pardon this interruption. I'm sorry for what you guys are witnessing right now. We were having a very educational, thoughtful, and fun experience here. Now, you said you were here to help some people. Now, who are you gonna... What kind of advice do you have?
Well, I see you putting out a little bit of information on me, and you told Harry that I'm stepping up my game. But for your information, I was considering getting a livescope.
Yes, sir.
Getting a Garmin. But I'm not getting it for bass fishing. I don't need it for bass fishing.
But you getting it for golf?
No. I'm getting it for sac-a-lay. Because I figure, hey, I can go out there, quickly go where I got to go in the morning, find a fish, catch all I need to catch, get back to the house a little bit early. So it saved me a little time. That's all I'm really doing it for. Just to save me a little time, catch enough sac-a-lay so I can load up the freezer and just be gone.
It's all good. I mean, we have C219 Troll. He's off in here doing his things with those sac-a-lay, but he's out there catching some crappie. Right.
You know about the sac-a-lay,
but he is a crappie fisherman. I mean, it would be different if he realized where he was at with bass fishing and then decided to start crappie fishing. But I don't think that's what he did. I think he is a crappie fisherman. So it's a little
like
different.
Like I said, I don't. I don't need it for bass because I can just look around. Bam, they got one right over there. That's how I'm doing it.
Just right
I'm
over there.
still doing it.
So
and then you out here. I heard you've been putting my name in vain. That's what they saying out in these streets.
And what does that mean?
Oh, you not putting that respect on my name. So I'm gonna have to see. That's why I goes on, because I'm about to lay some hands on somebody. You hear me? I don't need you out here talking that. You hear me? Make sure. And like I said, we already put out there the date, April 1st.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna be on the lake this weekend. I'll be at West Point this weekend.
Okay, but we talking about April 1st. What? There you go always again. You always talking about the day before. We talking about April 1st on Logan Martin. Are you gonna show up, or you trying to get me to come to another lake? So maybe what you want me to go drive up to Lake Michigan so you can put me in the middle of the lake, Lake Michigan, and say try to catch a fish there. Is that what this is all about?
Man, come on, Chicken Hawk. Come on, man. So let me ask you, does the lake really matter?
Does the lake really matter?
Yeah, I'm just asking.
No,
I'm asking
really
for a friend.
Doesn't matter. But I just like to be consistent because I've been telling you Logan Martin for over a year now. So I just want to put that consistency on you. You understand? That beat down, because that consistent beat down. See, and I already got the brake sized up and everything. Look, well, let me see what we got going on here. I got some that fits you very perfectly. So you gonna get home safely after I beat them off of you. You gonna get home safely. In fact, you know what I do for you? You know what I do for you?
What's that?
I help you put them on. After I beat them off of you, I will help you put these on so you get home. That's what I do.
Now, see, that's what I'm talking about. We're on here talking about building a community, having camaraderie, helping each other out on the lake, and you hop on here talking about beating the brakes off of me.
Hey, man,
what kind of positivity is that?
I told you. And see, you out there catching them Friday fish. You need to stop out there. Stop all that Friday fishing.
That was Sunday.
That
was Sunday.
Oh, that was Sunday fish? So now you said, see, look. Saturday is the day. Okay? Mm-hmm. That's the day of the tournament. Show me some Saturday fish. Don't show me Friday fish or Sunday fish. Don't nobody.
I just showed you Saturday
Friday
fish.
ain't Saturday and Sunday ain't Saturday.
Why
can't I done told you that where they put that pressure on you. Let me tell you something. Look, you can go to Home Depot right now and you can get 2 pipes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? One of them can be plastic, one of them can be metal. It don't matter. They look the same. They look like they both are fine.
Uh-huh.
They can do anything. But you hook them up and you let that water come through and you put some pressure on them. One of them might bust. Okay? So because pressure will bust a pipe. So let me help you understand. You have all that on Friday and it look good.
I showed you some Saturday fish. I showed you some Friday fish, some Sunday fish, some Tuesday fish.
I haven't seen the Saturday fish. I haven't seen the Saturday fish. But I tell you what, when I apply that pressure, that line is not going to be clear enough for you. Understand that. It's not going to be clear enough for you. It can't get clear enough for you for what I'm about to do to you.
Listen, chat, I just want to know, do y'all think Chicken Hawk knows what he's talking about? I just want to ask. I just want to see what the chat is saying. Need to put out a poll. Man,
Hey,
you got me
that's what I'm
wanting
gonna
to
do.
show up on April 1st so bad.
You don't want to come out there. Cause see, like I said, I'm giving you cover. So you come in here on Tuesday, you're like, I won. And then at the end, when everybody get off and nobody like listen, then you can like April Fools, and you'll be all right. I'll let you go with that. I'll let you get away with that.
That's not gonna work, man.
that's what I'll let you get away with.
Man, oh
So,
man.
but and then because let me tell you something. Those fish, like some fish, you were talking about, like the guy talking about the different parts of Sinclair, and you were talking about that, and all I know was when I just called me the water, okay, and you got pipes. When I came and I put that pressure on you on Sinclair, your fish shrank, okay. Your fish shrank. And then you got street and you were running. I think that was the tail off. You were running down there. That's when I got into the brake business. I said, man, I can't beat people like this and let them go off on the road like that, just falling all apart.
So somebody got a so listen, do you know what you're saying?
I know everything I'm saying.
Okay, because Doty Fishing said as long as he knows what he's saying, as long as you know what you're saying, then you're correct. Don't nobody else need to know.
That's okay. Okay, look, like my grandfather used to say, I can show you better than I can tell you. Remember that. Remember that. But yeah, man, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and let's see what we got here. Neutral site, only fair way. Look at that, April 1st, neutral site, only fair way to go. I don't live on Logan Martin, so sounds look neutral to me.
Okay, does anybody in the chat? Does anybody in the chat? If we do Logan Martin, is there anybody in the chat that would show up that would want to fish Logan Martin? Why are you laughing?
I'm laughing at a comment I see coming up.
Sounds like the hawk is trying to put you on the spot. Hey, what's going on, man? How you 1 second you're hopping in on a sponsor, now you're in here commenting for the hawk. So
hey, like that guy that guy on that meme, he like, ha, got him.
oh man. Okay, so nobody's saying that they would show up at Logan Martin if we did it on Logan Martin. Let's ask the chat this. If we go to Logan Martin, what do y'all think we should put up? What should be put up so that the winner takes it if we go to Logan Martin? Don't try to I just want to see what the chat says.
You want to see what the chat says?
Yeah, let's just see what the chat says. Ooh.
Oh,
no. Wait. You made his hair fall off. Doty Fishing made his hair get stuck inside his hat.
Yeah, Doty
Fishing said put up a target lock. Woo! What you think about that one, Chicken Hawk?
Oh no, we can't. We ain't gonna be able to do that one.
But if you beating the brakes off people,
I am beating the brakes off.
All right, so Doty Fishing says a target lock. Does anybody else have anything else that they would like? What should we put up?
See, but I don't have the Mega Live, so me getting a target light, having a target light, riding around with a target light on my boat. Now I don't have Mega Live. That's gonna look kind of stupid. So that's why I don't want to do that.
All right, so check that out, Doty Fishing. Now you notice how he squirmed around that one because the target lock and Mega Live, they pretty much the same. Yeah, but I can't do that because it's a target lock. We got Slide Doggy TN, the sponsor of the live stream, chiming in on this one. But what would Chicken Hawk put up? Nothing but a bunch of talking. You got to say it like that with that country twang to it. Nothing but a bunch of talking. We got one person saying they'd be there.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, so okay. Look at this one. Look at this one. We have David, the current sponsor of the live stream. Special shout out to you. Really, really appreciate you showing that strong support for the channel. Says loser takes subscriber out for the day. Now,
there you go. Look, you see, he already knows. He trying to get on your boat.
That's not what's gonna happen, because David, the thing that you're saying is somebody's gonna end up on the boat with Chicken Hawk, and I can tell you don't want that. You don't want it. You don't want that. All right, let's see. James says losers should wear the winner's cap for a month on live shows. That won't work either, because what kind of shoes you got on? I bet he got on some Nikes right now. Because the Hawk is running. The Hawk will not show up for a month. You said for a month. You got to put MUNT for a month. James says losers should wear the winner's cap for a month of live shows. Chicken Hawk ain't gonna show up for a month. He'll be gone. He'll be back to running. Because you see, Chicken Hawk ain't been here for about 2 months.
No, it hasn't been that long.
It's been about 2 months. You've been hacking because your people been asking, like, what's going on with Chicken Hawk? I was like, he's scared.
Oh no, see, that's what I'm saying. You see, I'm never scared.
Hey, Dodie Fisher says he said they're on sale, Chicken Hawk. He said they're on sale. What's the problem? Look, David said, not me. He said, I'm not getting on the boat with Chicken Hawk. He was like, I ain't doing it.
Because he already know. He already know you're going to lose. So that's why he put it out there. He put it out there because he want to get on the boat with you. So you go out there and you can just tell him, I don't know what you tell him. Tell him you just had a bad day. Tell him you tripped. I don't know. Tell him you one of your little cables came loose. That's what happened. You know, whatever you gotta say to make yourself okay.
So right now on Logan Martin, we'd have, let's see, where is he at? We have one person that's saying I will be there. It's the masked bass. That's right. Oh man. Oh no, man. I don't know.
I know you don't know. I don't blame you though. You know what? Look, I'll be totally honest with you though. On the real, I really don't blame you. I mean, if you got a whole channel you're trying to keep going. You're doing a good job. You're out here. You're educating folks. You don't need the kind of beat down you're gonna take. That might just destroy your whole channel. I wouldn't want that to happen to you. So I understand you being a little concerned about that. But hey, it is what it is, baby. It is what it is.
What did Jason say?
What Jason say? Hello, Mom.
Hawk always talk about Logan Martin. Maybe subscribers should pick a location.
See, because you gonna have them pick Lanier.
We won't do Lanier.
That's your little blanket, Linus.
I know
that's your blanket, Linus.
I know you ain't gonna ever come anywhere near Lanier, so I wouldn't even put that up.
I wouldn't. It'd be tough to beat you on Lanier.
Why? It's a lake, since that gives you a lot of worry, we don't even have to. Just remove that one.
I said it would be tough. I didn't say it would be impossible. I said it would be tough.
Whatever it will be, there's beads of sweat under that cap. So So we don't even have to put that in the rotation. But chat, I want to hear what people say. Somebody said a target lock. Somebody else said take a subscriber fishing. Come on, guys. Let's see. What do you guys think? I want to see what chicken. No, I don't want to ask Chicken Hawk yet because I know what he gonna say. A crankbait. Well, man,
crankbait with $100 bill on there though.
I want to see what the chat say. All right,
Hey,
look like
I'm just trying to help you. I'm trying to help you. I understand. You know. I understand your concern. You know, it's valid. It's a valid concern. It's a valid concern. Even though I have some properly fitted brakes for you, but you know, it still is a valid concern that you may have there. You know, because you go out there, you know how it is. You go out there, you thinking, okay, I'm gonna run out there. Then 8 o'clock in the morning comes around. You like, well, it's all right. I've gone this far without getting a bite before. That's no big deal. Then you get 10 o'clock come around and you call a little dink, and that little dink fuel for a month.
Woo-wee.
I don't never drive anywhere.
Exactly.
So that's when you try to get off light. You try to get off light.
You don't even know what to do on the lake. You don't even drive anywhere.
Hey, man, let me tell you something. Just like you just found out since you got your little live, how'd you say it? There's fish all over the lake. Do you really have to drive? Think about that. Think about that. Do you really have to? How far you gotta go? There's fish all over the lake.
I don't know. What do y'all think about that?
If you know how to set that hook.
So you launch and start fishing right there at the ramp, trying to catch those release fish.
I don't catch release.
All your fish already got holes in there.
That's you. You know that's what you do. You know that's your 3 o'clock move. When you sit there with that one fish in your live well, you gonna come back up to the ramp.
All right, so
watch them release the throw and catch it.
We got a target lock. We got gas for a month, and what was the other one? And taking a subscriber fishing.
So you gonna take a subscriber fishing? Where you gonna take the subscriber?
We gonna have to.
You gonna probably take them to Lanier. You take everybody to Lanier. That's where you'll take them. You'll take them to Lanier.
Look at loser pays winners next to entry fees. That's a problem. That's a problem too. Because Chicken Hawk doesn't fish anything. That's why I was asking y'all. Do y'all?
There you go.
Let's see. Seen several tournaments won with 100
within 100 yards of the ramps.
So he's seen several tournaments, and probably at least 70% of those was Chicken Hawk that you saw.
I know, I'm wrong, baby. I put that train up over the plane, and then I'm just come across that water like that. I think you got a video of me.
You don't even have to get on a plane to fish at the ramp.
Blowing past you on the lake?
Of course not.
Yes, you do.
No.
You do have a video of me just coming out, rolling on that lake, baby.
Just for y'all, since he brought that up, I will release that footage. Why you getting quiet?
What you talking about? What, I'm gonna be scared?
I remembered at Jackson. I remember exactly what you're talking about.
No, that wasn't at Jackson.
Oh, it wasn't at Jackson.
That was at where was it? Gunnersville? Yeah. It was Gunnersville.
Jackson is when you tried to ride up on the side of me and tried to stare somebody down. Gave me the evil eye. I had to Had to punish it. So yeah, I will be putting that video clip out for y'all. So be on the look and listen. I want when that video clip comes out, I want y'all to leave a comment. Please leave a comment. But so what do you think about this one right here? Because I have a Oconee coming up and a West Point coming up.
I have to see what I got coming up. It doesn't matter what you got coming up. I got to see what I got coming up.
I don't even know why that would matter, but
I mean, it wouldn't matter because that's know how much you gonna be paying. If it's worth my while.
But you're not gonna lose, right?
That's right. That's what I'm saying. That's why I need to know what I got coming up so that I know what I'm getting.
Uh-oh, we got Mimo checking in. Says the loser has to wear it too, like DC had to. What's that?
I don't know.
I think he's talking about Donnell. Didn't Wheeler and them have some type of bet like that?
Oh, I think. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, what? Can I say Donnell? What's Dustin Connell? That's his name. I combined his last and first name. I don't know. I don't know.
So I tell you what. I mean, you're not showing up Logan Martin anyway, so it don't. None of that really matters. You know, but I understand. You see, the only thing is, look, like they say, the truth will set you free. Just go ahead, say you're scared. I'll let you off the hook. Just say I'm scared. I'm scared, Howard. I'm scared.
If the chat only knew.
Yes, sir.
I'm scared,
If
Howard.
the chat only knew.
I ain't gonna do it no more. I know you ain't gonna do it no more. Cause I won't beat the brakes off of you. You better ask somebody.
All right. So Black Widow Fishing chiming in says loser wash and wax winner's boat on a live stream.
Yeah. I'll be sitting back this side drinking a Corona, telling you missed the spot.
Now I don't know what this means.
2-2.
Uh-oh, look, we bringing people out of the woodworks. Look at Demetrius Collins hopping in.
Joker's coming from Facebook.
Oh, from Facebook. Shout out to the Facebook crew. Let me look over here on Facebook, see what's happening over here.
Yeah, man. So
checking in.
So let's ask this question. Cause why you think about what's it? A pink tutu. He already does that. That ain't gonna do nothing for him. Put it up there.
Oh, wait a minute. C219 Troll is over here on Facebook holding up some fishes.
Who?
It's the crappie fisherman that decided to catch bass. But you're the bass fisherman. That
No, I'm a sac-a-lait fisherman, man. I've been always been a sac-a-lait fisherman. You know that. That's where I got my intuition from. See, you already got that. That ain't nothing.
Uh-oh, we got Yeet checking in with the signature hook set. That's the sound I was making a little earlier on them videos. I had to mute that part out, though.
What?
Yeet, a signature hook set. So he is fishing the BFLs, guys. Ballerina tutu for the beat for the vet.
No, see what they gonna do to you? They gonna have you out there bad. They gonna have you out there bad.
Look
and
at
what
this.
you want me to say? What can I do for you at that point?
Look at what is going on.
See, you don't see the humor in it because this is all going to happen to you.
It's not.
Okay. In fact, half the day through, I might catch me some sac-a-lait for you. That won't be a problem, right? If I go ahead, if I catch you one live well for my 5, well, no, I can't.
You know it's almost the end of this month, right? Wasn't you supposed to catch 5
I
before the end of this month? It don't matter. The time don't care. Time does not care. If you don't have them, you don't have them.
I hadn't gone out there. If I go out, then I'll catch them.
And I think that's the reason why you've been wearing those Nikes.
Why?
As you're running.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, because I may go out and so yeah, you just let me know. April 1st. See, you come up in here at this point, you come in here, what would that be? April, your live stream on April the 4th.
Oh man, okay.
We
got Yeet throwing in some money. He said he got money on Mr. MoneyBass.
Oh, he got money. Well, he got money to throw away. That's what he's telling you. He got money to throw away.
No, man. Oh my goodness. Look who we got checking in. We have the Drop Shot Jedi.
That's right.
MoneyBass.com.
That's right.
MoneyBass.com. He says, dang, I missed all of Hawk's wisdom.
He trying to get on that. He trying to learn how to do that ratio.
Nah, but see, the problem is, did you look at your count today? It's opposite day.
I know it ain't opposite day.
It's opposite day. Listen, none of these guys are gonna forget you talking about you had a 50% cast to catch ratio.
Baby. That ratio, baby. That ratio.
That was terrible.
Hey, it was a fact. It happened. You didn't put any parameters around it. You just asked the question. I answered the question. I've had that happen.
Mimo says you two can come here in Wisconsin to the Wolf Lake so it can be fair.
He don't want none of that.
Man.
See, yeah, you get on one of these lakes because see, you get off of those little blanket lakes you got. That's when you get in trouble.
What kind of fish are in that lake? And if he says that it's smallmouth out there, you done.
What you mean I'm done?
You done. Don't put me on a smallmouth lake. I could go to a smallmouth lake that I've never fished before. You just be done. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's
I don't know where you get that from.
I apologize.
Like I never caught a smallmouth.
I apologize. No, guys, hold on. Listen. A fish with a small mouth is not the same as a smallmouth. That is not what we are talking about, guys. That's not it. That's not it. So listen, Mimo, you have to specify these type things because Chicken Hawk will come in with a little guppy talking about it. It's a small. Look at that mouth. That mouth is small. Yes, it is, because he is used to catching fish with small mouths on them. But that is a species of fish.
No, sir.
So we got Wolf Lake Fondue. What is that? Lac County. I hadn't heard of that one. Goodness gracious.
You know where I would love to go?
Where is that?
Lake Fork.
I thought you were gonna say a pay lake where you normally go.
Oh, please. That's you going on. Oh my God. Let me
Oh my goodness. Hold on a second. Oh, what is going on, guys? What is happening right here?
Wow.
Mako Mills put 101 on it.
Mega Mills just paid the money you lost. You gonna lose.
He said he ain't playing.
You
He
keep
said
a dollar.
he is not playing. He
Mako,
came in and hit the 101.
Do you
Guys,
realize what Mako is telling you?
Listen, let me say this. That is the highest super chat that this channel has ever received. And no question, no comment, just for the pure love of the game. Mako Mill stepped in with a $101 super chat, guys. Let me hop in this banner real quick.
That's right.
And give a quick update on this. So, of course, the sponsor of the live stream is Sly Doggy TN, but the co-sponsor that is hopped in and taking over the show is Mako Mills. Let me put some respect on his name.
That's
Mako
right.
Mills. Wow. Stepping in strong. So if you guys take a look down at the bottom of the live stream, you will see a special thank you so much to the sponsor of the stream, Slide Doggy TN, and the co-sponsor, Mako Mills. Wow. Thank you so much, Mako. I mean, I'm in here hitting buttons and changing screens and everything. Let me make sure I'm back on the right thing. I mean, wow. Guys.
Now I feel better.
Wow. I mean, whenever I started this channel, I mean, one of the things that I was definitely wanting to do was bring a community of guys together, have a place where we could come on here, have some fun, share some experiences, and learn from each other, help each other out on the lake. And just to see the support and the strong responses that I have been getting, guys, is amazing. I mean, I don't know if you guys realize, I know a lot of you guys do, but that target lock system and the bracket, can't forget that bracket, Sly Doggy TN, the current sponsor of the live stream. That is about a $1,700, $1,800 piece of equipment. Then we have guys like Mako stepping in so strong. How often do you have guys that are coming? I mean, just think about it. I mean, we had somebody drop in and do, what was that? A $1.99 super chat, a $5 super chat, a $101 super chat, guys. Even with $5 or $1.99, how often does somebody just walk up to you and say, here you go? I mean, wow. The support of the channel is very, very strong, very amazing, guys. Really, really appreciate that. I guess I'm going to have to go out there and spank Chicken Hawk now. I mean, goodness gracious.
Then look at the upside. Look at the upside. You at least have $1 when you leave.
Oh,
I'm just gonna take
my
honey.
goodness.
I'm gonna take the
goodness,
honey.
guys. Oh my goodness.
So Mako, you can just send it to me. Just cut out the middleman.
Hold on. We had somebody that wanted to say something. LJ says 50-50, 2 out of 5. Yeah, Hawk is 60% right 100% of the time. Oh. He says Hawk
long as it weighs at the scale, that's all that matters.
Now see, look, he knew exactly when you said I catch smallmouth. Exactly. A brim does have a small mouth, and those do not count. Mimo says small mouth and large mouth. Okay, so that's what's up there. Oh, yeah. So yeah, you don't want to go to that lake because you'd be done. All right. Texas Noob says come out to Texas Hawk. Ooh,
there you go. And you know what I'm gonna tell Texas Noob. Look here, baby. I'll come out to Texas. I'll beat the brakes off this dude and give him a set of brakes so he can get back home. But then I'm gonna head on down a little south, swing by the house down in Baton Rouge, and go run over that plank road over to Tony's. Give me some crawfish because they in season right now. You understand? So I give him some crawfish, eat up a little crawfish. Then I head on back out here to Alabama. That's how we gonna do it.
That ain't gonna work. Oh, look at Mako. Oh no, Mako. He says, DP, don't you never ever do that. Game time, baby. Let's go. Money, let's get it, baby. Oh man. So if you guys do not know, anybody that was not on last week's live stream, DP sent in a $100 super chat and asked Mako where he was at. but I think Mako
Yes, sir.
is returning the favor this week. Oh my goodness. That's right. All right, let's see. So Dodie Fishing says y'all need to come to, what is that?
Ohio, baby.
Ivy.
OH.
Everybody else is there. That sounds like a long ride.
It ain't that long. I used to live in Ohio.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Hey man, look, you know, it's good to take your money. It's good to take your money and spend it everywhere. That's what keeps the economy going around. You think about it. You take a Georgia, so in this case, you take the Georgia dollar, right, that Mako gave you, okay? Then you bring it to Alabama, and then I take it, okay? And then I take that 100 to Louisiana, and I buy some crawfish. You see? So now I'm putting it in the economy in Louisiana, so that money will circulate there.
Do you have a camera? Do you have a camera? Do you have a camera?
I got to give me a camera. I got to give me a camera.
We might have to make something happen, guys. I want you.
You just don't edit me out.
What was the last lake? What was the lake where we did finally meet up on, and you wouldn't record anything? I was texting you throughout the day. I was like, "Hey, man, you know what I'm talking about." There was a lake that we met up on, and
I was on Gunnersville.
Ooh, that's right, your home lake. Ooh, that was so sweet.
So it's not considered. It's not really my home lake yet.
You stay 40 minutes away from Gunnersville,
but it's not really my home lake yet.
It was ugly. It was ugly out there, guys. Search MoneyBass Gunnersville, and you will see Chicken Hawk in action on Gunnersville. It was early. It was toward the end of last year. MoneyBass Gunnersville. You'll see Chicken Hawk in action. There we go. All right, let's see. So James says Fork is still a great lake, but Ohio, I don't know if is that Ivy has passed Fork the last few years.
What?
He says it's turned out several 50+ pound bags. Goodness gracious.
Dang.
Look at that. 3M, Mako Money Mills, Triple M in the house. That is right. Special shout out to Mako. All right. Mako says, always love what you've done from the beginning, man. The Hawk is my guy as well. I need to get him a new set of keys, man.
You do still need to give me a new set of keys.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let's have story time. Let's have story time. So Chicken Hawk, take us to a date and place and time where you and Mako Mills were sharing some time on the water, on the boat, and just kind of let us know. Tell us about what happened back then.
See, this is why you don't do practice. This is the first reason. This is one of the main reasons you don't do practice. So, and we were going. I don't know what we were going out to West Point. It was at West Point. So we're going out to West Point. We're practicing. I don't know what tournament was coming up, but we go out there. I back Mako in, and then I come out. I give him my keys. He backs me in.
Okay, so y'all are arriving at the lake. Okay,
right. So he backs me in. So I'm in my and it's later in that day. So we getting ready to just head out. So we getting ready to roll out. Mako says, "Hey, not at that point. We just went on and we went out and fished. Okay.
Oh, he forgot to give you the keys back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we're coming back. We're going out together.
Right.
We're coming back together at the same ramp, and the trucks are actually parked right beside each other. So let's make sure that's clear.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so so we out, we do a little fishing here and there. I look up about this time. We're not that far from the ramp. And I say, "Hey, Mako, we better make it in because it's about to get dark. So let's just get on and make it back in." So I start packing my stuff up. Mako starts to pack his stuff up on his boat. Now, Mako's probably about 10 feet, 10, 15 feet from me.
Okay.
You know, so we doing all this other stuff. Then Mako said, hey. I said, what's happening? He said, oh, I got your keys.
Okay.
So he pulls my keys out and he's like getting ready to toss them. He's like, here, I got your keys.
Uh-huh.
So
He's
I'm
gonna toss
looking
them.
at it.
But wait a minute, where are you at?
I'm on my boat.
In the water.
In the water.
And where's he at?
On his boat. In the water. So I say, you know, I'm thinking, you know, ha 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 ha, that's
right.
funny.
Exactly.
You know, you got them jokes. You got
But
them
man,
jokes.
yeah, it's like that
Funny.
Joke on the water. Whoo, I don't know.
Exactly.
I mean,
because we going back. We getting ready to pack up to both head back to the ramp. So I know this because, you know, to get my boat out of the water, you got to go and get my truck to bring it to the ramp to get my boat.
Yeah. So there's no reason for you to have the keys anyway.
What I need them for. So I know this is just a joke. So Mako hauls back and said, here, I got your keys. And I'm looking at him, and then I saw something in his eyes that said he wasn't telling a joke.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm about to give you your keys. And I just stood there. He tossed my keys. And it was a short throw. He tossed my keys. And you know how you freeze because you just, it didn't process that he actually let my keys go.
Yeah.
Over this water. And so I jumped to grab them. They came up short, bam, hit the boat, bloop, right into the water.
Oh, that's ugly. So
I sat there. We just didn't even say a word. It didn't even say anything for about a minute. We just sat there. And you know, the only thing I can say is, because this is what I really want to know, and I still to this day want to know because I never got the answer.
You got a question for Mako?
Why did you feel you absolutely need to give me these keys at this time, right before we going back to the dock?
That's ugly.
Now, and so then what we do? So we get back. So first off, then I forgot. He takes like I don't know if it was a jig or something, and he drops it down there and like, I'm gonna try to get it. I would say first off, you ain't caught a fish out here and it is trying to bite bait. So how the hell you gonna catch my kid that's not gonna actually try to come and grab hold of that bait?
Oh man, that's really ugly.
And then he takes that out, right? Then he takes his net and he's reaching down there with his net. Now we're in like about 15 feet of water. I said, Mako, you're not going to get those keys. You're just not going to get them at this point.
I guess he had to try.
I
mean, if he didn't have a net and he would have just reached his hand down and then did like I'm trying to pull the current back up.
So we go back to the land, well, to the ramp, and we get his boat out the water, and then we actually disconnect my trailer because obviously my truck can't move, and we hooked it up to his truck to get my boat out the water. Oh. So we got the boats out the water, right? So we sitting here, and this was Monday actually, And that's when we found out that AAA doesn't come to the country on a Sunday.
Oh man.
So we sitting there. Now they gonna tell you they coming, but they not gonna come. And so we sitting in the car. Now, you know me. We sitting in his truck. So now it's getting dark. Now you seeing little eyes, woods, and you hearing all kind of things. So I said, mate, you watch that side, watch this side. So we sit there sleeping. I got my 357 sitting right here on my chest. Cause it might go down.
Man, that was just some night squirrels, man.
Hey man, well, they about to be some dead squirrels if they walked over there. So I'm just saying. So so then we stayed out there till about 4, and that's when we realized they're not coming.
Wow.
And so we drove back to Atlanta, got there, and then I went to I went to that's about right. That's about right.
So it was LJ was your AAA driver. He said
LJ was the AAA dude.
Then went to dinner and went to bed.
Now we know who we got to go see. Now we know who we got to go pay a little visit to. So, because I think that's what the dude did say. I'm eating right now.
Oh man.
I'm like, okay,
that is messed up.
Do you? So yeah, so that's where that came from. Those keys. And he still never bought me those keys. He still owed me those keys.
Man.
All right, another set of keys. Give me a set of keys.
Goodness. Yeah, that's ugly. That is ugly.
At that I realized practice wasn't for
me. Neither tournaments.
Yes, sir.
Hey, watch yourself, Don.
What happened? I was just about to hop back into the chat real quick. All right, let me just get caught up in this chat, man. I've been rolling for 2.5 hours, man. Let me hop in this chat real quick and see how we're looking in here. Let's see what the guys in here talking about. Man, they've been getting active in here. All right, so James says, Dodie, I've been trying to get Money and Big Jim to come over. Okay, I think I read that one. All right, then Jason says, McGee Creek, Oklahoma. Great deep water fishing and great shallow water fishing. Should be a fair fight.
There it is. So
as long as it's fishing, it's not going to be fair. All right, then we got James Harmon says, Hawk, I don't see the brakes behind you. Ryan must have changed those pads in recent fishing trips.
I got his specially fitted brakes right here.
All right, James says, yes, Dodie. Josh Jones has 42 DD the first 2 months this year. All right, James says, Baton Rouge. Oh,
there it is, baby. All day long, Big Raggedy.
Look at that.
Ratchet City. That's what they call it now.
He said with dirty rice. Look at Texas Nuke 20. Texas Nuke. Okay.
Hey, look. And so we're going to add that to it. I'm going to pick Texas Nuke up and we're going to run back to the crib right quick. And we're going to get out like that. That's what we're going to do.
All right. And Dodie Fishing says, James, we need to go soon. All right. Then Mako Mill says,
ain't getting no sooner than that.
Anyone going to the Classic? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to make it to the Classic, man. All right. Then James Harmon says, I'm heading up to hang out in the Humminbird booth some. We did a promo not long ago. Old LJ has about 5 to 6 seconds of fame. Autographs of $25. All right, man. Yeah, I would like to go up there and hang out in that Humminbird booth, see what else they had there. All right, so James says, you from Texas, Dodie? I'm going to, I want to know how to pronounce that because I don't know if they're talking about Ohio for a week around mid-February next year. All right, then LJ says Mako's weak arm. The weak arm toss. Mimo says, I enjoy being a part of the fishing community that has fun on and off the water. So I'm going to figure out how to sign up to join this community so I can share. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And so speaking of that, anybody that is interested in joining the Money Team, shout out to the Money Team. The link is pinned to the top of the chat, and it is also in the description. It's just a way to show some support to the channel. And if you notice the guys that have a badge next to their name, those are the members of the Money Team. And I see a few of them in here, so we will shout them out in a second. LJ says, Mega Live would have found those keys for you, man. Then David says, Mimo, I live 15 miles from the east shore of Winnipeg. It's sure I'm on the bagel. All right, Jane says, Money, look up Josh Jones Fishing on YouTube for a quick look at some. Okay. The first video should be his 61-pound fish bag. Goodness gracious. All right. And Yeek is like, man, dang, Mako, you threw those keys.
Exactly.
Mako says, man, that day still haunts me, man. I will never live this down. Look who we have in the chat. Shout out to the Money Team. We have James DeBroil checking in. All right. Yeah. So he thought that was a little funny. And then Dodie Fishing says, James, I'm in the Houston area. All right. And then Mako says that Yeet, the hawk is doing a little much on his narrative of what happened.
No, I'm not.
Okay. David says, Mimo, I live 15 miles from the east shore of Lake Winnebago. All right. James says, yep, I answered that call. Okay, got that on Mako Mills. All right. Yeah, so they're having a little bit of fun. Mako Mills, Money, stop instigating. Hey, I was just listening. I was listening to the craziness. All right. Then LJ says, if Mako comes back to the shop, it will be a fun time with this. Oh, yeah. Mako says, at James, you're killing me. All right. We're almost caught up here. Mimo says, I'm in Milwaukee. You have a bass boat for sale, David. Okay. All right. Not Ohio, Texas. OH Ivy. That's what I was thinking they were saying. I was like, I don't think it's Ohio. All right. Then we have Alex B checking in. Says, hey, Ryan, glad to be able to catch you on live stream. Love the vids. I'm a Lake Hartwell local. He's out there on Lake Hartwell. I think I caught me a 3-7. That's how you say it out there, right? 3-7. Caught me a 3-7 out there, spot on Lake Hartwell. You see Chicken Hawk giving that thumbs down because he caught him a 0.87. Caught him a 0.87 on Lake Hartwell.
I have never seen that lake before.
He says, please tell me the secret to catching fish in timber 40 to 65 foot. How do you find timber that holds fish? All right. Hey, man, you have some experts off in the chat. So, hey, let's do a how would you fish it segment on this. So the scene, let's set the scene. You're out there gliding around on the lake. Chicken Hawk has drifted away from the shore because he lost his mind. And he's like, oh, my Lord, the bank. I can't see it anymore. And he finds himself in 40 to 65 foot of water, which he is completely scared of. He would never do that while he's in his right mind. But Chicken Hawk finds himself in 40 to 65 foot of water. How does he find timber that holds fish? All right. So let's see what some people have to say in the chat about that. How do you catch? I mean, more than likely it's going to be spotted bass, but sometimes you can catch those largies in there too.
He said, how do you find the timber?
Yeah, how do you find timber that holds fish?
I don't need that. I already got my 5, so I'm good.
All right. So what I would say, and I don't see anybody chiming in the comments yet. Let me just check.
You need your little live.
Let me just double check. All right. So for me, what I would do is I would find, look at your mapping and find any type of places that kind of stand out. Look for ledges. long points, things like that, some type of structure that is showing up on mapping. And that would be my starting point. From there, I would move on out and find out where that timberline is starting by using your electronics. So you can use sonar. You can use your sonar to find that once you see that timberline starts, and just try to find those areas that just show something a little different, whether it's a channel swing, a ledge, like I was saying, something like that. And of course, long points. And where that timberline starts, you'll start to see that on your sonar. You don't need your live imaging or anything right offhand. I mean, it would help, but you can do that using your mapping and your sonar. So the question is, how do you find timber that holds fish? I would look for, goodness, what would I call that? Just areas like that, something that stands out that would be a high percentage area based on, even if you were fishing shallow. So you want drop offs, you want points, you want channel swings, things like that. So that would be a starting point. And you want to look for bait fish.
Yes, sir.
There you go. So Chicken Hawk is a little confused over there because he's like 60 feet of water. Do fish actually live out there? Oh, gotta give a special shout out. Look what we have. A new member of the Money Team. What do you think about that, Chicken Hawk? The Money Team is growing. We're gonna be a little bit of everywhere. The Money Team is gaining strength. Hey, we hit 5,600 subscribers. The Money Team is growing. We're out here to make things happen. Really, really appreciate that, David. Showing strong support for the channel. Really, really appreciate that, guys. All right, so I'm just looking to see if anybody else has anything that they want to chime in on that. Chicken Hawk just doesn't have anything to say about that one.
Hey, man, like I told you, I already got my 5 in the boat.
Uh-oh, Meemaw seems like, Meemaw. Memo says, I think this is an answer for Chicken Hawk. You can swim down there. All right, then James says, Dodie, I can't go anytime soon. Wife was having heart problems and I've been off work the last 5 months, but next February for sure. Guys, shout out to this right here. This is what I'm talking about. So James, I mean, you never know what type of issues somebody's going through, whether it's themselves or their family members, financial, health things. There are times where people just can't make it out on the water the way that we can. And like I was explaining in the last live stream, that is why in certain parts of the videos, I'm putting things in there with people like James in mind, because they are not able to make it out to the water. So times where you may see me just hop in the boat, start the motor, and I'm running down the lake and I dust Chicken Hawk going down the lake because he can't keep up. Or you see me catching a fish and I'm holding it right there in front of the screen. That's just so you guys can just get that feel. I mean, you already see us out there. You can see the scenery and all that kind of stuff. So it still kind of, helps guys out, gives them some type of relaxation in a way to be able to kind of live through us when we're out on the lake. And then to have Chicken Hawk come on here and talk about the fish that he can't catch and things like that. It all kind of comes back together. So that's what it's all about, guys. That is what it's all about. So shout out to you and well wishes for you and your wife. All right, then we have Dodie Fishing says, James, I just got back from Toledo and to catch up on some rest before going to Fayette later this week or next. All right, and again, special shout out to the newest member of the Money Team, David. All right. Then we have Alex B checking back in. All right, let's see. Whew, yeah, we've been rolling, guys. Let me get through these comments real quick. Okay, Alex B says, I've only caught the fish in timber on a 3/4 ounce to 1 ounce football jig. Them local fishermen won't let the secret out. Thanks for the tip. Let's go fish one day. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'll be out at Lake Hartwell at some point. But yeah, so that does work, throwing that jig out there. But I thought you were going to say throwing a swim bait on that 3/4 ounce jig head. So that's another secret. Just put on that little swim bait with that 3/4 ounce head. Now don't tell anybody, but yeah, you count that thing down there and you just kind of let it come across, and you can kind of You just kind of you got to get used to counting that bait down, especially if you don't have live imaging, and let that thing tick off the tops of those trees sometimes. And if you can, just keep it right above it. There you go. But you need to find those bait fish too, though. That's one of the key things you need. All right. Then we have LJ says on Lanier, I look for. Okay, so here you go. Here you go. Now I told you we have some experts in the chat, so you need to pay attention to this right here. All right, on Lanier, I look for changes in depth and find the timberline. Any irregularities, that was the word that I was looking for, irregularities. So any irregular features, a taller tree, big change of depth, gap in the tree line, something different is a high percentage place. There you go. There you go.
Yes, sir.
All right, so you might want to jot that down. Might want to take a quick snapshot of that right there. All right, then Alex B says to answer Chicken Hawk, my PB spot out there is 4'7". Ooh, 4'7" pounds in 60-foot timber in a ditch. Just so hard to pattern which trees have fish sitting down there till you see them on livescope moving. All right, there you go. All right, and LJ says Hawk's timberline normally starts from a tree coming off the bank, a blowdown timberline.
Hey,
Sounds about right. With no fish on it.
Whatever it takes to fill the bag, baby.
All right. And then we have Mimo says, shouldn't you set the depth of your ping to like 60 feet and it should ping off? I'm not sure. So if I'm fishing 60 feet, if the bottom of the lake is 60 feet, then I'm going to set my depth on my graph to, I don't know, maybe around 70, 75, something like that. But you would just kind of want to play around with that until you are able to see things clear enough. But that's generally what I do. I go in and manually set my depth depending on what I'm fishing. All right. Then James says, you're right. Love your Big Jim lives. Okay. Yeah, I said that right. Uh-oh, look who we still have in the chat. The Mass Bass.
Ted.
Owen Hartwell, Ivy Lake in Texas. All right. And then we have Dodie Fishing says, what is that?
Number 6 double willow leaf, baby. 3/4 spinner bait.
Through those trees.
You don't know nothing about that. That's a ledge knocker. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that, though.
You know you have never caught a fish on a ledge.
I have caught a fish on a ledge, baby. Better ask somebody.
Oh my goodness. All right, guys. I've been rolling. It's almost been 3 hours I've been on here. So we have had some fun with this one. Let me read this last message real quick. Alex B says, about to let a big cat out the bag. Uh-oh. Skip a mag draft under docks on Hartwell right now and post spawn. Gonna delete this message after you read it. Money Team, the best team. Figured I'd share a tip. Oh, yeah. Shout out to the Money Team is the best team. All right. So, yeah, you heard it. I mean, there you go. That mag draft. But there's a big problem with that. Chicken Hawk does not know how to skip. I mean, he can't. He knows how to skip on concrete, but not while he's fishing. All right, and okay, then this is so now we're getting into some more baits. A drop shot or Demiki rig suspended just above the timber catches a lot of fish. That is true. And LJ, make sure you guys follow him on Facebook, and he does have a YouTube channel where he puts clips out there. And he has bait specifically made for fishing that. So Lake Hartwell, Lake Russell, and Lake Lanier. I would say go to lanierbaits.com and take a look at the selection that they have there, because that lanierbaits.com, they have baits that are specifically made for that type of fishing. All right, James says, great show. Hawk was a ton of laughs tonight. Yeah.
April 1, baby.
All right, there we go. Lanierbaits.com. Yeah, make sure you go and check them out for that deep water fishing. So they'll hook you up. All right, man. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and close it out for now. But yeah, we're gonna have to touch bases again and let you guys know what's going on with this April 1st, this Logan Martin, this betting the target lock, this subscriber fishing, this tutu, all that kind of stuff. We're gonna and then Chicken Hawk threw out a crankbait and $100 bill. So we'll put something together, guys. But
you don't want none of that action. You don't want none of that smoke, baby.
When are you need to get a camera? Because we're not gonna have you showing up again. We go through all of this like we did. I mean, you guys should have heard the way he was talking about Gunnersville, and then he got out there and took that spanking. Look up MoneyBass.
Money you didn't have any weight on Gunnersville.
I had first place. That weighs a lot compared to no place. All right. Oh, you forgot about that. Yeah, you forgot about that. So yeah, not only did
when I was there.
Yes, you were there. MoneyBass Gunnersville. Make sure you guys watch that video. He's on there. So you see how he has, what's it called when you can't remember stuff that you don't want to remember? He has that right now. So he's on there giving commentary, talking, running, and all of that. So you guys search MoneyBass Gunnersville and leave some comments on it. I want to see some new comments on there so we can see what Chicken Hawk was actually saying. All right, guys, let me give some big shout outs. So we have a shout out to David, new member of the Money Team. We also had new member of the Money Team. Let me see. Where did it go? Hold on. Doty Fishing. Shout out to both of you, new members of the Money Team, supporting the channel strong. And then we had, who else do we have stepping in tonight? Just gave a shout out to Doty Fishing. All right, just keep with me, guys. Just bear with me. We had the Mass Bass.
Did.
Checking in with the 199. Was sponsoring the show for a quick minute, but then David, new member of the Money Team, stepped in with a $5 super chat and said, hold on, let me hold that throne for a minute. Then we had somebody come in with the nuke
with my money.
Wait, and dropped
my money.
$101 super chat for this live stream. Guys, this was a live stream that I was really looking forward to. Shout out to Sly Doggy TN, the sponsor of the live stream, with the big donation to the channel of the Target Lock. So I will continue to bring good footage to you guys with all the little neat tips and tricks and things like that I come up with it. So make sure you guys go back and watch that footage, because I did have some gems in there that I was dropping for you guys that if you have one, you may have caught on to them. But if you don't and you're thinking about getting Target Lock system, there's some things in there that you want to pay attention to. All right. And let's see. Let me
just tell them about the protocol, right?
What is the protocol?
Exactly. You wouldn't know because you don't put your fish in the protocol, baby. When I set that hook, they got to go to the protocol because they concussed. Remember that.
Listen, you are not giving any fish a concussion with 8-pound line and your little 1/8 ounce shaky head.
When I set that hook, man, they pop up. They like turn over and I just pull them onto the boat. By the time they wake up, they like, man, what's going on? Where am I at? They in the protocol, baby. I'm gonna paint my I'm thinking about painting my live wells blue.
You need to, because at least you can use it as a fish tank.
Go to the store. Put them in the blue tent because they concussed. That's what I do. That's why I look when I get them back to the scale. We weigh them at the scales. I go out there, I throw them back in the water. I throw them in the water. They swim back to the bank. I'm like, man, what you doing? I'm trying to let you go. He concussed. He still concussed.
That ain't working. All right, guys. Let me just give one more shout out to the Money Team and especially to Sly Doggy TN, and a big shout out to Mako Mills, guys. Big, strong supporter of the channel. Really appreciate it. And shout out to James DeBroil. Shout out to the Money Team, guys. All right, guys. Really appreciate you guys stepping into the chat, supporting the channel. Time to head out. We'll let you know what happens about this Logan Martin April 1st thing, all that good stuff. All right, guys. Catch you on the next one.